Texas mediocre on third down. They faced a lot of long yardages, and they convert here on the throw to Emmett Mosley. 9-yard gain. Manning to the transfer from KC. Concepcion went in motion. Here's Mario Craver. Yanked down. Manning on third down and 9. Another deep throw. Hoping for Wingo. Double covered and broken up. And again, the crowd wants a flag. Owens a 4-yard rush, and now Reed into a crowd, but got it to Concepcion. Breaks free from a tackle from Michael Taff and gets a few more yards out at the 34. 10 games. Reed takes off running and goes out of bounds in Longhorn territory at the 46. 20 yards on the run. Career field goal attempt from 35 yards. Low, might have been deflected, and it's no good.
And a great surge there by Burke too, as the ball looks like it's a little bit low off the foot of Zirkel. That would allow Burke, who's falling down, to get a piece of it. Line to go.
Best third down defense in the country by a long shot. Manning takes off running. He has a lot of room, and he slides down with the first down. They'll mark him where his hips started to drop, and that's back at the 32, but past the markers. 10th play of the drive. It's a run for Wisner. Down the sideline and out of bounds with another first down. Aggies on offense 0 for 3 on third. Owens converts and had more in the run if he could have stayed on his feet. Yes, team that's now 1-11. Reed handed it off. Concepcion breaks a tackle and has a touchdown. KC Concepcion, an 8-yard touchdown run. First touchdown of the night. And Wingo went in motion. And Travion Wisner threw a big hole across midfield. And down at the 30-yard line of Texas A&M, Tyreek Chappelle. Wisner again patiently waited for a hole to show up. And he's across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The open field.
Here's Wisner. Out of bounds inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 27. And Texas has a 100-yard rusher for the first time in a game. Running back. Manning takes off running, throws on the run very close to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the back of the end zone for a Ryan Wingo touchdown. Reed did well to get away. Now trying to get to the marker, and it'll be very close.
Back with misdirection.
Manning on target. Parker Livingston. Refusing to go down. He gets shoved along for a couple of more yards to the 35-yard line. 19 yards. Manning, again, more time than he had in the first half. Wide open receiver. Jack Endries, the tight end, the stiff arm. Endries inside the 5. He just shoved Marcus Ratcliffe away. The championship game, they lost 4 of their last 5. He got it off. Low throw. Good catch. Ashton Bethel Roman. Aggies from their own 30. Reed takes off running. Has a long way to go. Needs the Texas 49. And now a flag thrown. A couple of flags thrown. 3 of them, in fact, at the end of the play. Did they grab him by the face mask? Yes, they did.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Jelani McDonald.
Left some points on the field, too, with a big miss at the goal line.
Reed. Down the field. Caught by Mellon Orstrom. Redshirt junior from Stockholm, Sweden. Colin Klein saying his tight end group is underrated. Here's E.J. Smith. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Arch Manning after the play fake. Avoided the rush and lofts it downfield. Jack Endries to the 42-yard line. And they are, at the very least, in the verge of field goal range. Arch Manning looking like Grandpa. Touchdown! Texas went to join. A&M apparently tried to block that. Reed on first down fires a strike to KC Concepcion. Winning team. First sack for Texas. Not been a big sack night for either side. Ashton Bethel Rope, built like his legendary dad, stayed in to help block. Reed intercepted. Michael Taff at the 3-yard line. Has not thrown a touchdown pass tonight. And he throws that up for grabs. And that one's intercepted by Kobe Black. The officials are conferring. Some of the Aggies are staying on the field and pointing as if there's a penalty against Texas.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, number 1. Defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Texas the ball in a 10-point lead, 2nd and 3 from their own 23-yard line. Wisner will be wise to stay in bounds, and he does, to the 46-yard line. They outgained them by 133 yards. The opening game of the season with Manning as the quarterback. And as he said, they're supposed to play Ohio State next. He said, why would we play Ohio State next year? Manning gives Sarkisian the game ball. And a crushing defeat for Mike Elko. By the way, Mike Elko has the full support of Steve Sarkisian. He pretty much laid out the argument for Texas.
Down and 10 of the 25. Hemby in the backfield. Mendoza throwing on first down underneath, and it's caught for gain of 9. Elijah Surratt. Offensively for the Hoosiers.
Well, offensively, they've got their quarterback laying on the field. He got hit. I couldn't tell who hit him. Maybe it was Caden Curry to this ball. Here's 92 Curry. Yeah, he hits him right when he lets go, right in that right shoulder, and he was in pain immediately.
The running back. Here's Sayin. Over the middle, and intercepted. Lewis Moore. Indiana has a football. Reminiscent of last week for Ohio State. Sayin steps into his throw over the middle, caught Jeremiah Smith. That's another first down. 43 yards this season and 6 rushing touchdowns. On first down, intercepted McNelson. Sonny Styles make that Lorenzo Styles blew up the play. Sayin looking, Sayin in trouble, scrambles, throws, touchdown! Tater, home run. Black turns it up, nice cut. Black, high stepping, Black out of bounds. Indiana, Surratt, he's the go-to guy on the back shoulder. Mendoza looks that way, in trouble, scrambling. Mendoza goes down behind the line of scrimmage. Kenyatta Jackson Jr. 2nd and 6 at the 26. Sayin on the play fake. Sayin down the field. Smith, Jeremiah at the 20 and chopped down Jeremiah Smith. Mendoza sprints out, sets up, delivers, and caught on the sideline. That was a rocket game.
Surprised him, and he expects the same in this half.
All right, on 2nd and 1. First down, Jackson with a burst. Bo Jackson. On 2nd and 1, he gains 20. Fourth in the nation. First down and 10 at the 44. Saying sprints out, sets up, looks out, and he get him again. Woo! Mario Landino. Mendoza steps up, down the field. Caught! Inside the 30. Charlie B from Nash. As well. Mendoza. Fade. Surratt. Corner! Touchdown! Indiana!
Well, here's Surratt, one-on-one with Jermaine Matthews, and he fights through the contact, and again, what do we see time and time again? It's the back shoulder, allowing Surratt to adjust back to that back shoulder. Nobody in him.
Saying, and caught for first down. That's Brandon Ennis.
Third down conversion.
First down at the 36 now. Saying rolling out on the play fake, dumps it down to his tight end, Max Clare. And Clare with a good route. 2nd and 11. Saying will throw it. Back shoulder, Jeremiah Smith.
I'm struggling with my rhythm a little bit. Who should I throw to? How
That
about
guy.
Jeremiah Smith? Right. I mean, great coverage by Pawns. It's a really good throw from Sayin.
Quarterback sneak, and it looks like the Buckeyes have it.
Rolling on the field was the runner made the line to gain. The play's under further review.
Huge turn of events here.
There's Julian Sayin's knee. It's down. You can see his helmet right here, which means the ball is somewhere behind this pile of players, and he needed to get all the way to the 4-yard line. You can see he was short, and the ball doesn't get there until the end of the shot.
Top of your screen, Tate, 17 bottom. He looks Jeremiah's way. Now over the middle, caught. Beautiful decision by Julian Sayin. C.J. Donaldson snuck his... Sayin, here they come. Ohio State picks it up. Sayin out of the pocket. On the move. Oh, what a catch. Carnell Tate. First down, Buckeyes.
Outside of the right. Good protection initially. And a nice job by the right tackle, Philip Daniels, mashing down that rush on the right side. And then Tate just moves with his quarterback. And he's able to get that left foot down. That is a massive conversion here for Ohio State late in the fourth.
On this drive. 3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz. They get it away. Oh, Ennis wants to throw it. The other side, Jackson. And he's close to a first down, but a flag.
I think they're going to call here.
Foul. Illegal low block. Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty. First down.
And once you're out here on the edge, you can't do this to an offensive lineman. Watch, he just goes after the legs immediately. That was the right tackle, Philip Daniels, and the flags came out immediately. So what looked like a 3rd down stop, 4th and 1. Is...
Play fake, Sayin rolls, looks, and complete. What a defensive play. This time by Hardy. 7-yarder, good from 30 yards already today. No good. He missed. Coach of the Year awards in the Big Ten. Big play here. 3rd and 6 at the 24. Mendoza. Charlie B from Nashville, Tennessee.
But watch Becker's release against Jermaine Matthews. He gets outside, and then he is able to put him right on his back hip, and the ball is out in front. Becker is so good down the field. He has been outstanding this second half of the year.
Saying, lets it go. And it is caught, but not enough. Curt Cignetti does it in 2 years.
Just got it snapped. Simpson lets it rip. Catch made. Horton. First down inside the 25. Backfield now he motions out. Dogs bring pressure. Bernard's got it on the edge. And he's got some blockers. Jeremy Bernard, one of the best players on this football team. Zipped across the middle. Touchdown. There's Bernard out of the slot. And a marathon march. The Tide draw first blood between the hedges. Todd. And makes it 1st and 15 and negates the play, but Frazier's off and running. Nate Frazier with a quick burst on 3rd and 2. Handoff Bernard in that jet sweep motion, and he kind of dances and finds a crease.
It's not just one guy, all 11.
Deep drop, Simpson looking across the middle, then delivers a strike, and the tough catch made by Lazier Brooks. There, the Tide with a 1st and goal. Fake it to Miller on the run. Simpson launches end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Horton. And the Crimson Tide limiting big plays so far through 3 games. Chauncey Bowens busts loose. Sprints down the sideline. Zamani Jackson couldn't corral him, and the Dogs in business now. 14. Stockton loops the throw. Wide open is Colby Young for a touchdown. How's that for an answer? Can't be surprised, can you? Does it work?
No.
Simpson looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it a screen, and that's Riley. And Riley's loose down the far sideline. This guy was a 5th string back in camp.
Go through your progressions and get that ball out.
Handoff inside. Bowens busts loose. Chauncey Bowens galloping down the sideline. Knocked out inside the 10 by Jackson. On the pitch. Walking in for the touchdown is Bowens. And Georgia hits back again. Four-man rush. Simpson has plenty of time. Pumps, and now he's going to flush and roll and fire across the middle. And wide open is Williams, who makes that catch over the middle. And he's in Georgia territory at the 45. They just get it snapped. Simpson dumps it off in traffic. Brooks makes the play. And let's hear Brooks is still running. Poor tackling by the Dogs. And Brooks busts free down inside the 25 on the left side. They're going to throw it to him. Big fella. Barreling downhill. Proctor muscling down near the pylon. Are you kidding me?
Proctor's over here, Chris.
Simpson on the move. He's going to keep it and score. Creative. Efficient. And Simpson says, hush now. Down at 2. Simpson zips it. Complete across the middle. Caleb Edwards is a true freshman tight end. Still in Bell in motion. It's a reverse. They fake it, and Bell's off and running. Dylan Bell knifing deep into the Alabama defense all the way down to the 25. Back in there. Got it again. And fight stretches. Touchdown. McCray and the Dogs do slice into the lead. Across in motion. Wiley's got it. And he'll be dragged down. Big tackle there. Quintavious Johnson just grabbed him and slammed him down for no gain.
Yeah, but personal foul. Forced collar tackle. Defense.
Yeah, it's right there. Grabs a hold of the back of the jersey.
That's textbook, isn't it? Get one. It was disorganized from the start. And Quintavious Johnson makes the play. The operation wasn't clean, and the result was disastrous, and the Dogs take over. Right, another chance here. Stockton running all the way, and they will finally convert as Gunnar Stockton gets the edge. They lost contain out there. He scoots around. 3. Cass Jones is in the game. It's a keeper for Stockton. Stockton slips inside of a tackler. He's spotted right near the marker. Keon Sabb had a chance to drop him behind the line, couldn't do so. Where they're spotting it, looks like 4th down, Kirk.
And they're going to go fast here. Here they go. Ball's already ready to be snapped.
It's happening quickly. It's an enormous play. Cash Jones is going to be hit behind the line. L.T. Overton makes a huge play for this Tide defense, and they preserve the lead in the red zone.
What an effort to be able to make that play.
Slot. Simpson right over the middle, and it's caught out near midfield. Delivered a dart to Isaiah Horton. Pressure here on 3rd and long. They rush 4. Stockton launches, and the catch is made. Squeezing it in there. Zachariah Branch. Low snap, flag on the play before the snap. Jones is going to be hauled down, slammed down hard for a loss. They are going to seek it, and he gets shoved from behind, and where they're spotting it, it's going to be an Alabama 1st down, and now a flag comes in at the end of the play. As Bama continues to try to work on the clock, and Miller breaks a tackle, exactly what they're hoping for on 1st down, picks up a chunk. Way forward to stop the run, and they do grab Miller in the backfield. Jordan Hall was there first. 3 receivers to the left. Simpson flips it in the flat. Miller's got it, and he slides down at the 50 with a 1st down. Great call, well executed.
All the attention going this way. They bring him back this way. Nobody there. 5 is trying to get out there in man coverage. Raylan Wilson, but what a heads-up play by Jam Miller to get down. But what a misdirection call by Ryan Grubb. This is what Kalen DeBoer is. This kind of creativity offensively, toughness, ability to battle back. This is what he's done everywhere he's been as a head coach. And this Alabama team was backed into a corner after a week 1 loss. They clearly have come together, and they have come out swinging. That's been on display tonight here in Athens.
From the pocket, over the middle, dropped, and picked off.
Great play.
Intercepted. Zachy Wheatley comes up with a deflection. Allen, late surge, got there. Touchdown, Penn State.
Great run by Kaytron Allen right there.
Gronowski quickly with a blocker and a cutback. 1st down, Hawkeyes. They have been working more to get the ball to Weegan, and that's why. Last week at Camp Randall. Right back to it, more space, and a big run. Kamari Moulton has it going early. Rush the Hawkeyes for over 100 yards receiving. Bruckmeyer, long throw, and again he puts it right there. Trevor Pena from Syracuse to Penn State hauls that one in, picks up 12. Bruckmeyer avoids trouble. Boy, that was a tough throw, and put it right there. On the move. He found Kobe Howard, his first catch of the 4-man rush. Back to the sideline. Nobody home. A diving effort, but well out of bounds.
That was close, Paul. He dragged his feet. That was close.
The previous ruling of an incomplete pass is being reviewed.
He was 0 for 2 from 50 yards plus this year.
Let's check this out. Hands on the ball. Oh, he's off the ground. No. Oh, it was close.
So they have the punt team in. They're not going to attempt a field goal. Gabriel Wosu, good effort by Lee, and almost.
After reviewing the play, it determined that the defender's right foot was on the ground when he maintained possession of the catch. It is an interception. 1st and 10 for Iowa.
Gronowski, 4-man rush, stepping up. Jump pass. And a spin move, got it done. Xavier Williams, fancy feet, 11 yards. Back to that. Bruckmeyer over the middle, picked off. Xavier Wampa turns the corner. Reaches inside the 5.
Big time stop by this Iowa Hawkeyes defense. Great play by T.J. Hall, the cornerback, staying inside, understanding what the receiver was trying to do to him. See T.J. Hall getting his hand in there right there, getting the PBU. Let's see how close to a touchdown this was. Ethan Grunkemeyer put his helmet in there, making the tackle. Playing a little injured versus Wisconsin last week.
Quarterback sneak, got close. Inside the 1. They'll come check. Didn't get there. Yes, he did. The delayed touchdown for the Hawkeyes to put them on top.
Good tackle in space.
Inside of 30 seconds now. Gronowski moving to the left. Slides again, late hits, and there's a flag.
You see, Mark waited to the last possible second to kind of really go into a slide.
Stevens had it blocked. Penn State picked it up. No score. Elliott Washington for 6.
Wow. Touchdown just what the doctor ordered.
First quarter, not a lot of the second. And he hands it off. Big hole for Allen. Katron Allen inside of Iowa territory. Allen cuts it out, scores!
Katron Allen for the Penn State touchdown.
Katron Allen from 8 yards out makes it 20-10.
Quite yet.
To the pass here on 3rd and 3. Gronowski keeps and picks up the first and then some. Big sprint for Mark Gronowski. King Mack finally brought him down, but he got keeps it, easily scores, touchdown Iowa. Direct snap, ball didn't get there. Almost all on the ground, and they give inside, big hole up the middle, and a good cut. Inside the 20, he got 21.
Quarterback and Ethan Grunkemeyer.
Linebacker blitz on the way. Grunkemeyer on the move. Finds his tight end for a first down. Andrew Rappleyea with his first catch, and it was a big one. Second down 4. More Allen, and another first down. Katron Allen. See what they lead with here. A Gronowski keep, and a good one. He's got room. There goes Gronowski. Inside the 10. For 100 yards rushing on the night. And around. Weegan. Speed. Touchdown. Right back to Allen on the pitch. And picked his way to the 32-yard line. And last time Penn State had the ball, they kept it for 16 plays and 61 yards. They give him the first there. Back to the air, sideline. Dinkins, the tight end, his first touch. And that's a big get. As they move the chains again, Penn State's offense clicking here late. Here comes the blitz. Grunkemeyer in trouble. Floats it. Batted. No flag.
What a play by this Iowa Hawkeye defense.
Gronowski. Oh, he keeps it. And he's going to end it. That'll do it. And Gronowski from the victory formation takes a knee. And that will do it. He rushes for 130 yards, and Iowa comes out with a 25-20.
Pressure on Stockton. He spins out of it and then goes underneath to Williams, and Williams will make his way towards the 30. Georgia on the march on the opening drive. Shallow cross is complete, and it's Delp. Oscar Delp with a good chunk play for the play of this opening drive for Georgia. Stockton to the end zone. Touchdown, Dillon Bell. Jaden Ball, sensational running back. Lagway to pass to open the game and gets it complete. The in-cutting route to Trey Wilson.
Has to do with his footwork.
That was only a 25-yard punt by Thorson. Lagway. Downfield throw is caught and a score. Trey Wilson. A 40-yard instant offense strike. Lagway to Wilson. 36. Stockton. It is intercepted. The Gators come up with the pickoff, and it's Devin Moore. Lagway off play action. Wide open is Wilson again. Lagway and Trey Wilson in rhythm here early.
We'll see.
After video review, the passer's hand was moving forward with firm control of the ball. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass.
And they just got it off. Simpson running all the way. Around left end. Simpson tight roping. Knocked out of bounds near the Auburn 10. Blake Luckett one when he snaps it. Pressure comes. Simpson backpedals. Heaves to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Horton. What a throw as the rush was closing in on him. Now it's Miller. Breaking tackles. Jam Miller. Bumped out of bounds, but this tied running game, this is a headline, folks, is working. But at one, just barely get the playoff. Miller again. Miller around left end. Still running through arm tackles. Ocean. And he's looking for Horton, who's got it for a touchdown. Alabama rolling on the plains here. Now they don't bring it. Daniels on the move. Looking to run for it, and he will. Ashton Daniels, first down and more. Tight ropes down near the 25 before James Smith forced him out.
They didn't spy him there.
Handoff. Bursting through is Cobb. All of a sudden, much like Alabama, a quarterback run has sparked the Auburn offense. 12 more. They're leaning forward, aren't they? Here comes heavy pressure. Simpson spins free and hit as he throws. Launches incomplete. Well, Crawford again got there just in time to affect the throw.
He scrambles.
They fake it to Cobb. Pressure comes. And the catch is made by the tight end, Frazier. And he's rumbling into Alabama territory. Shoved out of bounds here to keep this drive going. Pressure. Flag is out as Daniels clips it downfield and finds Simmons, who's running to the end zone. Is this going to be another Auburn touchdown called back by a penalty?
I don't know. Alabama could go either way. Bama had hands into the face as well with Pierre 42 on the left tackle. Chaplin.
They get it off. Pressure comes. Backpedals. Fires across the middle. Catch made. First down. Isaiah Horton continues his big night. Pressure. Bernard. Jump ball broken up by Sylvester Smith, who sat out the first half. Made a big impact in the third quarter. Ball
for the scramble by Daniels.
Yep, they do flip it off, and this is Jones. And Jones has given him a little spark. He's going to be knocked down.
Gave himself a chance there. Bama a little bit confused getting their call in.
Yeah, they got their first half play with tempo. And on the slant, it's complete. And that's Eric Singleton.
That time did a nice job of selling it, going downfield, and came back to the ball.
Empty backfield. Daniels on the carry, and it's intercepted. Bray Hubbard for Alabama. A rare turnover for the Tigers, just their 7th all season off the hands of Matt. There on this third down, they bring pressure, balls out quickly, catch is made by Simmons. He's running. Simmons breaks free. It's a foot race. He's finally brought down inside the 5. The Tigers. Cobb does punch it in. Not at all a part of things yet. Simpson, a long throw, far side. Circling back is Horton, who has provided both touchdown receptions. Give it to him again. He knows he's got to step up here. Jam Miller, when they're in field goal range. Heavy pressure coming. Ball lofted downfield, looking for Horton. Oh, just off his hands, trying for the hat trick. Jay Crawford defended it well.
Foul, roughing the passer.
Yep.
Defense, number 17, hitting at the knee or below. That's a 15-yard penalty. It is first down.
Simpson, end zone, touchdown! Isaiah Horton with the hat trick. He punts it away, but Durkin going all in on this series. Heavy pressure off the back foot, incomplete. And a flag comes in late from center field. It's Alabama's turn to commit a penalty and prolong Auburn's drive.
Pass interference, defense, number 16. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. It is first down.
On Daniels as a runner. He's going to try to throw for it. Nobody open. No space, but he fights his way for a first down inside the 45. That play took forever to develop.
Forever. He was patient. He was kind of going side to side. He was setting up blocks, not setting the tone and attacking at all.
Down to 40 seconds. Quick pitch to the edge. Coleman breaks a tackle. Lost the ball. Alabama recovers. Deontay Lawson falls on it. And the Crimson Tide, with that takeaway, are going to survive the Iron Bowl, go to Atlanta to play for a conference championship, and in all likelihood, on to the CFP. A heartbreaking finish for Auburn. Bray Hubbard knocked it loose, Kirk.
Yep.
Lawson fell on it.
Play fake. Mendoza looks backside over the middle. Caught deep. And it's Charlie Becker. 8th reception of the year. Mendoza to throw it. Mendoza steps up in the pocket, gets away from pressure. Touchdown IU. Wow. Fernando Mendoza. Singleton. They pitch it to him and he's gobbled up. At the same time he catches the ball. Grunkemeyer looking. Grunkemeyer underneath. Caught Pena. Still on the move. Pena. Break away. Gets tripped up deep in Indiana territory. Moving some people now. Singleton again. Touchdown! Penn State. Mendoza, here come the Nittany Lions. And they'll drop him. This time they bring him down, but a flag on the play. Mendoza to the corner. Caught. And down at the 1. Charlie second and goal at the 1. The handoff blocked. And now Penn State. Zane Durant.
Roll away from him in coverage.
Second down and 10. Grunkemeyer again. Intercepted Fisher. Aiden Fisher wins it at midfield. Second turnover of the day forced by Indiana. At the 39. Grunkemeyer. Nice throw. Guess who? Trevor Pena. Indiana with 8 tackles for loss. Grunkemeyer. Play action. Grunkemeyer. Oh, he dropped a dime on Kobe Howard. Mendoza. Mendoza. Oh, Becca, what a catch. Charlie B. Dean for the Nittany Lions. Grunkemeyer sets over the middle and caught. Pena again. Track is improving play by play. And Singleton. Nick Singleton. A burst. Singleton. Singleton at the 10. 5 down at the 1. Nick Singleton. Touchdown. Nittany Lions. Mendoza looking. Mendoza. King Mac. He's got it. Whoa. Out of nowhere. It's down at the 34. Brockemeyer looks backside underneath. He's got his tight end. Rapelier. And he's close to a first down. 19. Brockemeyer. Backside throw. Singleton makes a miss. Goes inside. Singleton. Touchdown. The Lions. To 10 at the 25. Mendoza rolls out on the move. Caught. And a great catch again by Charlie Becker. Mendoza looking. Mendoza scrambling. And it's time to get him. Denied. Dennis Sutton says, come here. He needs magic. Mendoza in trouble. Underneath. And complete. Alex Tash. Mendoza. He's got to let it fly. And they get him again. Rose Durant. Shot out of a cannon. 2nd and 17. Mendoza again. Comes in over the middle. And a first down for Omar Cooper. 45. Mendoza. Sideline throw. Caught out of bounds. E.J. Williams. Can Penn State hold on? Mendoza. Over the middle. Oh, he's got it. Riley Nowakowski. Mendoza.
Insane catch. Beautiful throw up high where only his guy can get it, and his foot is down after he catches the ball.
Mendoza! And that one deflected at the line of scrimmage. Mendoza looking, throws, and incomplete. Under pressure, hit by King Mac. Mendoza in trouble. It's out. Touchdown! Wow! Omar Cooper! Unbelievable! Give him the Heisman Trophy now!
Did he get his foot down?
The ruling of the touchdown is under review.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, no way!
Oh my goodness!
Was the left foot the first one to touch?
Oh my goodness, it's a touchdown.
Oh my gosh! He caught it!
He caught it.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
Unbelievable drive. Unbelievable touchdown pass. Will start at his own 36. Brockemeyer in. Reynolds gets out of bounds. Brockemeyer underneath, caught, first down to Pena. And the clock is. Brockemeyer needs 12 yards. Throws. Incomplete. He had his man. Brockemeyer needs time. Winds up, lets it go. Incomplete. And Indiana will win it in dramatic fashion. 27. These two go back a long way.
Al went for over 100 yards on the ground. That's a good sign. Cal's trying to take over into this game.
And he's got a big chunk here. Out near midfield, they'll move the sticks again. Play fake. Will he take a shot downfield? He will. He's got DeJesus wide open. He'll score.
Jacob DeJesus wasted no time, and his quarterback, Jaron Kiave Songopolatele, knows that he's that dude when they need a big play.
Alejandro to throw. Four-man rush, chased. He can do a lot with his legs, as you're seeing right here inside the 40, and he dives for yet another first down.
Got to know where DeJesus is. He's in motion.
Raphael inside the 10. He'll score. Hawaii needed to know where one was on that play, and Raphael ran untouched for the 19-yard score.
Timmy Chang is that run and shoot.
Now play fake. Alejado has all kinds of time to throw. He goes downfield, places it beautifully inside of Bear territory, and it's Carson Papu. DeJesus back to return this kick. It's a good kick by Gowers. DeJesus will get an opportunity here, though. Splits the defender. Look how elusive he is. To the 40, now to midfield. Finally brought down, but he got inside.
See the Cal offense good.
Third straight carry. He's going to get into the end zone. That lights up the Cal bench as well as the true freshman. Scores his first. He's 0 for 5 on third down with an average distance of 9 yards. It hasn't been easy for Alejado. That time it almost a brilliant catch made by Ashlock. One hand, he makes up for the drop on the previous play. Catch is made. He stays in. Pressure right up the middle. Alejado steps up. As a receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Ashlock.
Towards the back, wherever he's lined up. Allows him to decoy it out.
That time he went the wrong direction. It ends up being a disastrous play for Hawaii. TJ Bush on the left. Barfield stays in the block, but doesn't get enough. Bush is chasing. Look at that pass. In between 3 defenders, and Carson Papunu comes down with it.
That's what Hawaii wants to get to.
Alejado here, pressure up the middle. Beautiful catch by Pofele Ashlock. Inside the 5. Alejado looking to the end zone. He throws. Pofele, touchdown. Ashlock's second of the game. And Hawaii has stormed back to get within 2, and they're going to try a 2-point conversion here to knock this game up early in the 4th. Senecal in motion. Alejado just a shovel pass to Barfield, and he gets the conversion. Sangapolatelli hands it to him. Breaks into the second level, still on his feet. Barfield's going to get a shot at this one. Corrals it at the 17. Bounces off the pile. Out near the 43. In the blink of an eye in the red zone. Going to the end zone. Looking for White. He's got it.
This time it's Alejado with an absolute dime, trusting the Kentucky transfer to come down with it. And that's good on good.
Coach Chang celebrating. Play clock inside of 5. Sangapolatelli gets it out quickly with pressure. DeJesus still on his feet. Inside of Hawaii territory, finally knocked down. The 2-minute timeout. Sangapolatelli under center. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to drive into the end zone. Still waiting on a call from the official. Touchdown. It's the squib kick, high bounce. Kamoku returns it to about the 32-yard line. Burning that last time out. Alejado dumps it off. Barfield still on his feet. Down to the 22. This will stop the clock with 15 seconds. He'll look to throw. He's going to the end zone. Senecal makes the catch.
The junior quarterback comes in as a pinch hitter. One play with the starter, Mike Alejado, down, and they hit a nice little wheel route in between the safety and behind the court. Try to pitch it laterally, see if you can make something happen.
Gonna try it here. Got to get rid of it, and does. Still pitching it. And that's it. Flags on the field. And it's getting chippy. This is not good. This is not good. This is going to mar what has been a fantastic game, a tremendous comeback by Hawaii.
A lot of crossover on these teams. Guys that grew up with one another, a lot of island ties. Emotions getting testy.
Illegal forward pass on the offense. That penalty is applied. The game is over.
These two coaches and friends embracing at midfield. The game.
But not on this play. It's another quick pop. That's a Malachi Fields who lost the football, knocked out by Justin Scott. That led the country last year in total offense, 537 a game. Fletcher bouncing off would-be tacklers. Don Schuler, a rare missed tackle. He's covering C.J. Daniels at the bottom of your screen under pressure from Willie Amuasa. And it is caught! Malachi Tony! A touchdown! In field goal range for the new place kicker, Noah Burnett. Room outside for Price. Jadarian Price down the sideline. Banged across the boundary and out of bounds just short of the pylon. Carr forced back. He's back near the 30-yard line. Bought some time and throws a touchdown. Micah Gilbert. His first touchdown and the first TD pass thrown by the redshirt freshman C.J. Carr. Total. Under pressure off his back foot. Up for grabs and caught. C.J. Daniels. A tremendous one-handed catch. But I guess you could say that was on the money.
I mean, that is an unbelievable catch. Now, he does bobble it a little bit through the ground, but does the ball ever touch the ground is the question. Goes up with one hand, pulls it in, but watch it now. Does he get it into his body? Does it ever touch the ground? From that angle, I don't see any ball meeting the grass.
Range. Plenty of time. Malachi Tony. Out of bounds at the 9. He was hoping to pick up a block downfield from Marty Brown. Brown down to the goal line. They're trying to push him across. Fans think he has scored. The officials haven't raised their arms yet. Touchdown. Given a pocket, hand fighting, and what a catch! Malachi Fields at the 1. Aeneas Williams is the running back. He collides with Carr, and they still score a touchdown. Jordan Faison. Tammy Carr watches her son throw his second touchdown pass. The fake to Love. They throw it out wide. Batted around and intercepted. Ruben Bain Jr., the defensive end, wound up with it. Have been in the CFP, almost certainly. But the defense much better tonight, as we say that wide open Malachi Fields, and swung out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Love is the running back. He goes out in the pass pattern. He was open, Carr didn't throw it to him. Wide open is Raritan behind the defense and run down inside the 15-yard line. All of a sudden, it's shades of last year for the Miami defense. A total bust and a sit. Carr, designed quarterback draw, touchdown. Is that still Riley Leonard wearing the number 13? But this is from 47 yards to put them back on top. They have not trailed tonight. What a kick! Good! good from 47. Carr under pressure, throws it as he was being sacked. Akeem Mesidor was there for Miami. They're going to rule that an incomplete pass, and Carr is very fortunate that's the case. 2nd and 17. He's going down again. Akeem Mesidor. Ruben Bain there as well. These terrific defensive ends have taken over on the last couple of plays, and time expires. They're going to give Notre Dame the play, or are they? Now the official on the far sideline is stopping the play, and the game is over.
Tries to use his film study, and Fletcher gets the first handoff, and Fletcher off the left side barrels forward, picks up about 9. That's what the Canes have been doing to opponents in the CFP. So Mendoza's right in the end zone. A fake it to him, pitch to the edge, and the catch is made by Omar Cooper Jr., who slips a tackle and is going to be shoved out of bounds. With the game plan for him, see what the Hoosiers do to adjust. Quick throw across the middle, catch made, and running after it is Cooper. Cooper breaking tackles out across the 45 yards after the catch. And it fit that play. On 3rd down, trying to run for it with Black, and Black bursts for a first down as the Hoosiers are in the red zone after a 7-yard 3rd down. They bring it. Pitch to the end zone, and fought for it, incomplete. Well defended. That was O.J. Frederic on Charlie Becker, who's there. Beck zips it far sideline again. Pass broken up by D'Angelo Pons, closely covering C.J. Daniels. You see why this guy. MB running left. He'll be dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. Ruben Bain, not just a pass rusher, he's a beast defending the run on the edge.
About that, right?
That's how locked in and how accurate he's been. Surratt, again, easy access. Canes playing off him, and number 13 makes him pay. First down yardage in front of Frederic. Cooper comes in motion. Handoff up the middle, and barreling for a first down and more is Kaelon Black. Catching the Canes off guard. Rumbles for 21. It's been Black who now hits 1,000 yards with that run at the high hand. Again, huge cushion, and Becker makes the catch, fights down near the pylon. Touchdown, Indiana!
Kind of gives up on the play. Does he stay in bounds? Nope, he's out of bounds right there.
Lukowski. They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana. A dominant start here for the number 1 team. Defense made the stop. Fletcher, left side, pushing, working hard. Let's see where they spot it. They're running in near the marker. This is going to be very close. Hoosiers believe they came up with a stop.
That's what it took to be able to pick up their 2nd first down of the game. 8 offensive linemen, if you include the guys they brought in at fullback and tight end. 8 offensive linemen, and you could see the football.
I knew we'd see that.
He got it by, just a couple inches.
Replay did look like the ball had gotten that mark by the time he hit the ground. First down throw, and wide open is C.J. Daniels. Finally, an explosive play with a pass game for Miami. Seconds. That was longer that he held the ball. Now they're just going to try to run for it on 3rd and long. And Black, did he get a face mask?
Sure looked like it. Series of the second half. It's about to be a 3-and-out after that sack. Indiana's just going to run to just kind of basically concede the series. And instead, a hustle play by Blunt just gets his left hand up into.
Mendoza needs 9 here. Has time, now running out of it as Bain chases him down and makes the sack. 2 sacks on the possession, and Miami survives the personal foul and gets off the field. 8-yard loss there. They'll give Tony a 5-yard gain anytime. Great job corralling number 10, not letting him get loose. Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the foot race. Miami touchdown. And just like that, Miami's bell cow back changes around this championship game. Beautiful stuff, Molly. Indiana back to work. Hemby breaking tackles, still running. And out across the 40. So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery.
Tony, if he would have just looked into the middle of that defense, he had him open.
Fletcher around the right end, breaks free. Fletcher still stepping out of tackles. Picks up another chunk of yards out across the 35 in the last couple of games, but not tonight. 0 for 8 as Beck tries to scramble and create on the move. Steps back, still trying to buy time. Right downfield, Daniels works free. C.J. Daniels waited for his quarterback to finally spot him. Tony comes in motion. They pitch it to him. He has a block. Malachi Tony takes off and races down to the 12-yard line. Got a block from Keelan Marion. Lyman and a tight end. Fletcher walks in. Miami touchdown. What a response. Second down run again. Black bursting free. Just running through arm tackles. First down across the 40. And there it is to the edge. Cooper has some blockers. Omar Cooper with his quick burst. Good help on the edge from his teammates. And the gain is 19. Miami deep. Mendoza, ball in his hands. Sideline pitch. Becker comes back to make a catch.
They do it all the time. Surratt usually makes these plays. Becker's showing you he's got the ability as well against O'Connor. Timing, the ball was in the air. He comes back perfectly. Look at those hands by Becker.
Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's why he won the Heisman Trophy.
What a call by Curt Cignetti and the offensive coordinator Mike Shanahan. Quarterback draw. He definitely breaks the plane, holds on to the football for a touchdown. What an individual.
Beck has time against the late rush, and he delivers a strike.
Sat right behind the linebackers. He put it right over top of them.
Beck again, delivers across the middle. It's Tony. Malachi Tony splitting defenders and weaving his way deep into Hoosier territory. And just like that, with 2 plays, essentially come away with points in this drive.
Tony in the backfield there.
He's got it on the pitch. Tony breaks free. Malachi Tony spinning, scoring! Is there a more exciting player in this sport? Cooper comes across in motion, now goes back. Mendoza rolls that way. Pitches it short. Nice play design. Cooper just enough to confuse the defense. They convert on 3rd down. With 2 in the play clock. Mendoza pitches downfield. Becker makes the catch again in front of O'Connor. Nobody stopped that all year consistent. 2:21. Another first down run for Hemby. He's got the edge. Stiff arm. Scoots out of bounds. And it's right near the marker. Hemby bursting free. Bangs forward for 10. They'll spot him just short of the marker. 4-man rush. Beck. Pressured. Flips it underhanded. They're trying to find it to Bauman, the tight end. Crowd loud again. Tony comes in motion. Beck looking the other way. And he threw it down the seam. C.J. Daniels did not have his head turned. Flags down as they hit Beck after the throw. Staggering.
And after he threw this football, he gets hit. Bill, what do you think of that one?
I support the roughing the passer call.
Okay. Well, Miami catches a break after it looked like would be an incompletion after the delay of game.
Beck's got to regroup from that big blow and deliver. Miami still 65 yards from the end zone. Underneath, Marty Brown's got it. Brown breaks a tackle. It's a first down. Beck again, nobody open. And fires. High ball, catch made. Beck, long pitch to the sideline. Catch made by Daniels. Spun down inbounds by Sharp. Again, no timeouts left. Clock stops momentarily as Mendoza can watch on one knee. Yeah. Brown is the back. Beck steps up, delivers downfield. Intercepted! Jamari Sharp makes the pick that will clinch Indiana's first national championship.
How about Jamari Sharp, who's from Miami of Florida, went to Northwestern High School, takes advantage of an underthrown ball, had his eyes on it the whole way. Stories we've ever seen in college football. One of the losingest teams in college football history at the start of the year to now the national champions.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
Second and 16 after the pass interference. Over the middle, caught by Cody Hardy, who expects to get more snaps tonight. Scott cuts it up the middle, runs over a man, carries tacklers inside the 15. Two fakes, floated to the end zone. Hardy for a touchdown. Second and 12. King moving up in the pocket. Hit Jordan Allen for a big gainer. Still going. And finally shoved out of bounds inside the 30s. And 5 touchdowns. King right up the middle for a touchdown. A very quick response on the opening drive for Georgia Tech.
Trying to exploit that.
And Bailey is somebody who can exploit it. Long strides up the middle at 6'6". Pickup of 21. Second and 7. Underneath, Hoffman took a shot and made the catch. It's on the play clock. Bailey got it off with 1. Up the middle, he's taken off. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. 11-yard scamper. Wolfpack back on top.
See that really embodied team first kind of guy.
Delivers a dart over the middle to Eric Rivers, who is the first AP All-American. That is a playoff eliminator type of game. Neyland at night. Here's a pass underneath from Haynes King. Brett Seither running it past midfield and into enemy territory. King floats. Yellow Jackets lead. J.T. Byrne. 4 on third downs in this game. This on 3rd and 20. Bailey with room to run if he wants it. Instead throws. Has an open man. It's Anderson. Turns it upfield. Anderson down to the 15. Monster gain to extend the drive. 52 yards left.
Wilson keeps trying to outrun the defense. Wilson leaping for a touchdown. Georgia Tech team coming in ranked number 8. King taken down in the backfield. Caden Fordham with the first sack for the Pack. 4-man rush. Bailey over the middle. It's caught. Noah Rogers inside the 20. A passing touchdown. Here's a carry on first down to Duke Scott in a foot race. Scott inside the 20, and he is taken down at the 5. And a flag comes in late. The lead in the 3rd. It's Wilson, and he is in for a touchdown.
Conference champions have to get in. Memphis will be the 5th.
There's Haynes King going to take a shot on play action. Has Rivers in stride. Rivers with one man to beat. And he is taken out of bounds at the 15 by Brian Nelson. 3rd and 6. Bailey backing up. Evading pressure. Wide open man. Teddy Hoffman. Touchdown! After a 3rd and 10. Fake the jet sweep. King with blockers, stiff arm, and is taken down inside the 10.
Field goal.
Fake it to Haynes. It's King in for a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And he draws Georgia Tech closer still. Bailey sets up the screen. Underneath it goes to Dante Daniels, who's gotten more run tonight in place of the injured Justin Jolie. So to extend the game, to extend the drive rather. And now this from Duke Scott. Touchdown Pack! In the first half against the Miami Hurricanes next week. Here's King underneath, caught for a first down and more. Isaiah Canyon.
Do it fast.
Looking end zone here. Floats it to the corner. It is caught. Was he in bounds? Yes! Zion Taylor with an acrobatic touchdown catch. Double pass. And that was blown up by Jamel Johnson, the Temple transfer. For Georgia Tech. Recovered by NC State. Colson Fields with the recovery. 340 yards and 3 touchdowns. Haynes King to the end zone. It is intercepted. Caden Fordham. And here they come. Pack with the upset.
Situations. They run it right behind Pettibone. And up the middle goes Sawchuk. Lost the football. It is loose. There's a pile up for it. Virginia thinks they have it. Morris to throw. Into the end zone. He's got a man for a touchdown. Sage Ennis, the tight end, settled down at the goal line. And Virginia's got the lead.
Florida State running the football as they should.
Holmes again finds another big lane. Inside the 10-yard line down to the 5. First and goal, Florida State. Play action. Cast on a tip ball. Intercepted. Prevard on the blitz. Got the tip and the pick. They fake it to Cam Ross. And the pocket collapses quickly. Ashlyn Barker buries Chandler Morris on the blitz for a loss of 9. Before tonight. They've allowed 2 here in the first half. Morris up the seam. First down, Cam Ross. His first impact play. They bring a blitz. Morris steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He gets to the 5. Reaches the ball out. A Virginia touchdown. Castellanos to throw. Down the sideline. Back shoulder perfectly timed. And breaking tackles, Deuce Robinson. Dragging a tackler all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Devin Neal saved the touchdown. To a wildcat formation. Sawchuk takes the direct snap and goes up the middle untouched for a Florida State touchdown. There's the Noles response. Play action. Extending the play as Morris directing traffic. Floats one up the sideline and has it picked off. Edwin Joseph jumped the route. Of a wildcat formation once, and they'll do it again here. Florida State a point after away from tying the game up. Morris to throw again. Has all day. Slings one. Tapped and intercepted. It went off the fingertips of Jamal Edrin and Elijah Herring on the carom. Screen out to the edge. Squirrel White with nowhere to go. Castellanos to throw again. Robinson climbs the ladder. Out of bounds inside the 10. Flag out as well. Castellanos with a fake. Castellanos to the end zone. Florida State has the lead.
For greatness, just true freshman.
Morris on the slant. Tip ball finds its way into the hands of Trell Harris. Nearly a pick. Instead, Trell Harris spinning, carrying tacklers. Virginia in business. 3 timeouts. And they can run it as well. Damari Taylor. Touchdown. Who's?
This offense can be.
Whole new defensive line put in the game, and they cannot find Chroma. The freshman Usman Chroma bobs and weaves all the way down to the 30-yard line of Virginia. Fewest yards that Alabama had run for in a season opener since the mid-70s. But the rush attack continues here for Xavier Brown. It's a different story tonight for Virginia. Yard line at the 7. He'll keep it. He'll score. Second rushing touchdown for Chandler Morris. Jet sweep. A broken tackle. Makai Danzig, he can fly. Stays in bounds. Gets a few more yards. Some of your screen to the near side right. Quarterback draw. Castellanos to the 20-yard line. Castellanos bounces it to the 10. He's out of bounds close to the 5. First and goal. He'll run it again. Jump pass instead. Guess who? Deuce Robinson. Touchdown. Morris scans the field, comes back to his right, and finds a wide-open Eli Wood. They'll snap it. Here comes a blitz. Morris finds the crosser. Guess who? Louis Riddick. You wondered where Cam Ross was. He just showed up on 4th. Morris pulls it. Chandler Morris has a hat trick. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. A flag thrown, though, behind the play. It's coming back.
Holding. Offense. Number 6. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Morris, wheel route. Drives it in. Xavier Brown, touchdown. Play fake for Castellanos. He's in trouble. To the sideline. Underthrown. Possibly intercepted. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, Virginia's got the football. Clean pocket. To the sideline. Drops it in. All the way down inside the 20-yard line goes LaWayne McCoy. The pitch to Sawchuk. To the 10-yard line. Hammers out of bounds close to a first down. And that'll stop the clock as well with 1:27 to go. Goal to go for Florida State. Castellanos on a keeper. Tries to throw the ball. I think he was down. Daniel Rickert
at the 11-yard line, dragged into the turf.
At the top of the screen, right there. They got two guys over there. They got a corner and a safety shading to him.
They bring another blitz. Castellanos on the move. Castellanos into the end zone. Diving attempt. Touchdown! Randy Pittman, the tight end, traps it.
And what an incredible throw. Castellano got drilled after he let this ball go. You see Pittman got his elbows underneath. Ball doesn't look like it's moving.
And that's the key. Side of the 35-yard line to be in his range. Looping throw down the sideline for an interception. Jabril Rawls picks off Chandler Morris. The field. Quick snap, high snap, the pitch to Brown. To the 15. Spin cycle down to the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. Virginia at the 9. Play action for Morris. Rolling out. Tucks it under. Hunting the pylon. He got there. Touchdown.
Chandler Morris trying to protect that football, make sure it doesn't get knocked out.
Morris to throw. Into the end zone. Crossing the back of the end zone with a flag out. They've got the two-point play. Trell Harris tight-roped the back line. We'll have to check the marker.
Get help. Is it going to be one-on-one?
Castellanos looking that way. Guess who? Bobbled. Did he hold on? Deuce Robinson. Did he have control before he went out of the back of the end zone? They say he did for the touchdown.
As you see, he ran a double move. There's the bobble. Doesn't have control. Doesn't have control. Ball still bouncing around. I think his foot winds up hitting the back of the end zone.
The concentration's amazing to gather it in, but does he have control with a foot down?
They consider that control.
Yes, I hear you. So what here's this, we're going to try to see that there is control. Okay, so now this is where that control piece is. Now the ruling on the field is a touchdown.
He's still moving here. Still moving.
Bring that back. Moving.
Okay,
nothing from TV.
He's still moving, and then first step out of it.
Yeah. Would we agree that there's no control until he gets out?
Yes.
Agree.
Reverse.
Yes. Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
After further review, pass was incomplete.
We just can't thank the ACC enough for allowing us to listen to that conversation. 4th down and 12 to keep the game alive in overtime number 2. Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted. It's over. Virginia has done it.
In there through all the change so far. A stiff arm and a nice run by Thomas. And Javian Thomas has got it down to the 32-yard line. Change for the first time. Empty backfield. Iamaleava, he's going to run with it. Nico's got the first down and more. And he barrels over would-be tacklers as he got it all the way down around the 11-yard line. Not had a lead this season as well. They might have one right here. Reaching for the pylon. Touchdown, UCLA. Quasi Gilmer stretches it out for the score. Receiver set on a first down. Looking left. Pump fakes once. Fires sideline. Got him in stride. Man. What a throw. Haller throws over the middle. Complete. And the ball came out. Let's see. Haller rolling left. throwing complete. Down around the 23 to Hudson again. They stay on the ground. Katron Allen heading to the corner. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Number 13 goes 13. Third down for the Bruins. Iamaleava going to try to scramble to his left, and now he'll keep it. Nico, first down and goal.
Get the quarterback.
Nico fires, end zone, touchdown. And it's Adi Malala. 4 empty backfield. Iamaleava going to go deep. Double coverage, but it's there, it's caught. Quasi Gilmer. What a throw. Legs here. Yes, he will. And he's in. Touchdown. Nico Iamaleava for the score. Javian Thomas leading the way. Not any explosives in their repertoire. That's an explosive backwards to the 15-yard line. Pena dropped. Drew Aller has time. Fires on a shot and a first down to Kyron Hudson. Got motion all over the place. Aller is going to be sacked. Well, he threw it late. And if it's complete, it doesn't matter. UCLA's taken over. Second down at 14. Aller fires complete. It's a first down. The ball is out. And is covered by the Bruins. Down run, but then with the penalty, backs it up to the 40. Aller going to work there. And he throws a strike. And as Dinkins down the sideline, he'll walk in. Touchdown, Penn State. 40 yards to Khalil Dinkins. Get a win, and he's part of the way to one, but he's going to go down on that sack by Amari Campbell again. On every possession for the most part. And they just got it away, and it's blocked. And a touchdown, Penn State. Will Carroll took a little too long, and the Nittany Lions block it and score. Iamaleava flushed out of the pocket. He'll use his legs again, and he's got a first down and a bunch more. A stiff arm. Nico still going. All the way down inside the 20-yard line. Gun. Iamaleava. And he's in again. Touchdown. Ball came out at the end, but he crossed the plane.
Yes, he spun and then reached it out across the line. The same running play he scored in the first half.
To Dinkins, though, and there isn't much passing yardage to show for number 15. Here he was looking for a long one, and now he's going to run for a long one. Still going. Got about 20 out of it. And settles in the slot. Aller looked like he wanted to run from the get-go. And he does, and he's got the first down and more. All the way down inside the 2-yard line.
The guy that just made the play missed the tackle.
Katron Allen, touchdown. Penn State.
You can't draw it up any better for a defensive coordinator. You've got a free shot at the quarterback for Penn State.
In the gun, and he's under the gun. Blitz coming. And here he goes. Nico. Another long run. Still going. That's about 25 more, isn't it? Iamaleava, that's a direct snap. He moved over, and they direct snap it to Anthony Woods. How about this play, and how about this call by Jerry Neuheim? Iamaleava scans the field. Nico's going to take off. Nico to the end zone. Touchdown. Field. Iamaleava, Nico, look out. Got away, throws late and got it. Touchdown, Quasi Gilmer, I should say, 2-point conversion.
Direct it downfield and watch him take this hit by DeLuca.
And he throws a dart to Gilmer. And here's the shot that he's going to take that Gary's talking about. A big hit by DeLuca, a big 2-point conversion by the Bruins. Carried him 60 yards so far to the 15-yard line. Aller now the fade to the corner, and it's caught. Touchdown, Hudson. Perfect throw to Kyron Hudson, and 15-yard touchdown. Being the shotgun.
Fake snap.
But
no.
And the Penn State will take over. 1 out of 2 on 4th down today. This is the play of the game. And it is going nowhere. The Bruins have stopped the Nittany Lions.
Fake the sweep and watch. Drew Eller is going to keep it, but he runs right into the tackle. What a play. The hope for Penn State is they have all 3 timeouts left.
And Scooter Jackson looked more like a Harley Davidson on that one.
Game not over. 3 timeouts. And remember, they've already blocked a punt. Back on every play.
Oh, the ball is bobbled, but
holy cow.
Ooh. And Javion Thomas almost. And he's going to do what Gary said, as much time as possible. Waiting out the back of the end zone.
Well, Penn State had no one rushing the punter.
Final play of the game, barring a penalty. Aller, there's the hook and the lateral, and the ball game is over. The Bruins of UCLA at home win their first game of the year. They carry Jerry Neuheim.
And we are underway in Houston. Brown from a yard out of the end zone has a seam, and here he goes. Barion Brown with the opening kickoff finds the sideline, and he dances his way all the way to the end zone. A 99-yard kickoff return for Barion Brown, and LSU strikes first. Barry making his 4th consecutive start, trying to find some room on the edge, step through 1 tackle, and there he goes. LSU has touched the ball twice, and they've ripped off 124 yards. Pressure up the middle. Van Buren gets rid of it. Complete. Trinez Green into the end zone. 23-yard catch and dance for Green. Well, if you like tight end play, you're in the right building tonight. Years in college football. Wigman, quick throw out to Amari Thomas, trying to win the race to the pylon. And they mark him out just inside the 1. I think the question, Cole, will be, did he break the plane before the foot came down, because he had the presence of mind to extend with the left hand, and the foot comes down right there. Pylon.
The runner had control of the ball over the pylon, therefore it is a touchdown.
Shot in 78. Short kick, Brown from the 5. Barion Brown bottled up, hangs a U-turn. Finds another seam. It's Barion Brown again. Even his own men can't stop him. Brown nearly to midfield. Whoa. Michael Van Buren has taken over for the injured Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback, and he scrambled straight ahead, and another big play for the LSU offense. Van Buren taken down after a 21-yard scramble. 3rd down 3 for LSU. They converted a 3rd down to a touchdown on their last possession. This time, not so much. Durham swallowed up by Carlos Allen and Khalil Lafau.
First game of the season, you said this kid came in, and in scrimmages he was lights out, but he basically couldn't manage the offense in practice. How do you help get a quarterback's light to go on?
So this guys now is so different than it used to be.
Correct.
That, you know, it's really neat being able to walk them through games the way that we do. I think we have a very unique, really good quarterback system of what we do with the quarterbacks during the game.
Wigman delivers a strike to Amari Thomas in Houston as a point after away from tying this. Harlem Berry, freshman running back, and Harlem lost the football. Houston says they got it. Austin Armstrong leading the charge. And the Cougars with a massive takeaway. Sione Fotu. Team best 3rd fumble recovery. Zach in uniform tonight. Another screen and room to rumble for Parker again. And Parker just short of the marker. Just down the road to Houston. 4-man rush. Wigman keeps it in the middle of the field. This is Harvey Broussard III with his first catch of the game.
Big time head football coach one day soon.
Cougars have one timeout remaining. Back to the middle of the field. Koziel's got a first down to the 45. First and 15 for Connor Wigman. Four-man rush with a spy, and he delivers. Good for a first down to Kobe Young, who hustles out of bounds after a gain of 21. Cougars looking for the first lead of the game. Wigman back of the end zone. Caught! Tanner Koziel, 6'7", sure. We'll let you do it tonight. It's a 7-yard touchdown.
Pavia, line of scrimmage, ball to Richardson. Richardson gets the edge. Watch out. He's pushed out of bounds in Auburn territory. And there's the line of scrimmage throw that goes to Simmons. Simmons is free. And he's into Vanderbilt territory with an Auburn first down. Daniels across the middle to the end zone. Touchdown Auburn. Eric Singleton. What a statement on the opening drive by Auburn. Vanderbilt answer. Diego with all day throws near side to Hoskins. And Richie stays in bounds and picks up a first. Young lines up next to Pavia, and that's Alexander behind him, following Young and diving forward. Physical first down run by Said for 10 yards.
He couldn't do it, and Brian Longwell, great play.
Daniels hit as he throws, and a good ball and a first down ball to Singleton.
You could tell, concerted effort to get the ball.
This is not a surprise to see how quickly Auburn is moving. Daniels pressured again and takes off again. And a first down run into Vanderbilt territory. Empty backfield. Daniels goes through the route tree and it fires a first down ball to big Cam Coleman inside the 30-yard line.
Only the second possession they've had all game.
Daniels moves the pocket, dumps it off, and Cobb is inside the 20, and he's lassoed inside the 15. Cobb, one of the top runners in the SEC, with a big catch there. And now here's a design quarterback run, and here's a touchdown for Ashton Daniels. How about this start for the senior transfer from Stanford? No, and scored a field goal in the second one, so they've moved it effectively as Pavia is forced out of the pocket. And we'll have room to run for a first down. It's James L. Lassiter in the backfield with him. Pavia trying to set up the screen, and here's Lassiter. Lassiter, first down inside the...
How about this, 14 personnel.
MK down to the 35, and the ball is out, and it's picked up. And they are going to say that he was on the ground. That's Keldrick Falk running with the football.
We're up tempo in this game.
11-yard run and an 11-yard catch on the first two. And this is even bigger than that. Cobb down near the 20. Daniels. He's out of there again. And it's diving just short of the goal line.
He just takes off running.
Diego out the backside. Against his body, Richardson. He's got it, and he's down inside the 20.
As a right-handed passer, rolling to his left.
Pavia, end zone, touchdown! Junior Sherrill. How about that answer? Instead, 2nd and 10, Cobb to the ground. He takes off again. A first down run up near midfield. On 2nd and 10, Pavia loads up again, and another great catch by the best tight end in the game. Diego gets out of there. Watch out. To the corner inside the 5. First and goal, Commodores.
Those yards.
Now Alexander to the goal line and in. He's looking that way. Yes, first down.
He's just, he's far and away their top most targeted receiver on third down after the first down.
Pavia. Pressure is picked up. Wide open downfield. It's Trey Richardson. It's a Vanderbilt touchdown. There was a bust in the Auburn secondary, and Vanderbilt makes them pay 57 yards. Counted for of any active player in the game. Ashton Daniels, wide open throw over the middle of the field, and it's Singleton again.
Intentional grounding.
Cobb hesitates and takes off. Another first down run.
Game.
And Daniels over the top. Coleman, just throw it up. He'll make the catch. One-on-one ball over height. And Ashton Daniels has the ball. And he has a first down and a touchdown.
Wow. I got Clark Lee is incensed. Clark Lee's on the 5-yard line.
And Diego pumps and takes off and gets a first down and outraces the defense and past midfield. My goodness. With his 267 yards passing. Route tree finds Sherrill. First down, still upright, still in bounds, inside the 15. On 2nd and 3, Diego design quarterback run, touchdown!
Bobby as a passer.
On 2nd and 10, shovel pass. Look at that decision, and it's a first down to Alexander. Diego moves the pocket, and wide open is Sherrill into the Auburn secondary for another Vanderbilt first down.
To ensure he's got a clean platform.
Diego downfield, Stowers, first and goal. Toss to Alexander, touchdown.
I'm pretty sure he's glad that his quarterback scored some touchdowns.
Wide open over the middle of the field, and there's Coleman. They can't get him on the ground, and he's in to Auburn territory. Instead of a defensive slugfest, we have had a shootout here. 307 yards passing. Once more. In the corner of the end zone, did Coleman catch that?
Wow.
Are you kidding? Wow. Somehow that ball found Coleman's hands behind Martell. Daniels, Coleman. What? Are you kidding? You just can't stop this guy.
It's Stowers.
He keeps it. He slips. He won't get it. That's a turnover on downs. The freshman Bryce Diaz was the closest to him. Auburn takes over. Pavia back there on him by himself on 2nd and 10. Steps up and throws, and it's a good one inside the 10. First and goal, Junior Sherrill. Pavia over the top. Touchdown! Cole Spence. To the ground with Cobb. He's free. And he's at a first down. Line of scrimmage pass to Singleton. Trying to get the corner. He can't. There. Daniels. Incomplete.
Coleman at the top. And he is.
Daniels throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Vanderbilt outlast Auburn in a thriller. It took more than 60 minutes. They're 8-2 on the season. They'll have a chance for their 9th win in the regular season for the first time since 1915 when they play Kentucky in 2 weeks.
Fake to Brown, back looking down the middle, and Tony takes a shot, but makes the catch. A flag flies as Nick Cull hit him hard. Tony heading for the sidelines. They may be looking at targeting here. Daniels comes across in motion. Fletcher has to cut back, or excuse me, Brown has to cut back. A flag comes out. Marty Brown still running to the 30. That flag was thrown in an area where you'd suggest it'd be holding.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a holding on 87.
Holding. Offense. Number 87. 10-yard penalty. First down.
2nd and 3 after the penalty. Lacey up the middle. K1 Lacey's in the clear. It's a foot race. The Hurricanes cannot run him down. A lightning strike for Ole Miss. 73 yards. Protection is there. Ball across the middle. Catch made. Shot delivered. But a hook. 3rd and 7. Pressure comes. It's picked up. Tony, after the catch, escapes. Malachi Tony showing the strength to go along with that speed. Really earns a first down. There's an offensive lineman in the backfield as a lead blocker. Reaching for the end zone is Marty Brown, and Miami goes back on top, flexing. Back, long throw, easy pitch and catch as Marion has become a weapon. Lots of focus on Tony and Daniels, and numbers done very well in that game. He needs to be sharper tonight. Here's one of those 2nd downs and 6. Beck feeling some late pressure, launching downfield, wide open is Marion. Another bust. And Miami back on top, 52 yards. They haven't gotten close to sacking him yet. And until right there, right on cue, Princewell Umanmielen came looping around. Kicker as there is in college football. Chambliss, another throw, and there's a pitch to Caden Lee, who's playing banged up tonight.
Got to clock it here. He's right.
It's Tony in motion. They hand it off to Fletcher, and Fletcher just muscling, getting help from those big guys. He's still going. When will they stop the pile? It's down inside the 35.
Well, that's a heck of a job, obviously, by the front of the offensive line.
First offensive snap, they fake it to him, pitch to the edge, and a catch made. Dejon Stribling, the back shoulder fade, beat Xavier Lucas, his first catch tonight.
And a good job there because they got blitzed.
Left side of the defense trying to harass Beck, who will have to step up, escape the pocket. Tony's out there blocking for him, and the little guy on the edge, who's a big blocker, gets back first down yardage for 8.
And again, remember
Beck has time, steps up, long way to run this time. He takes off, and he's brought down at the 30. And they just run it right up the middle, and it's Brown again converting. The scrum pushes the ball down near the 20. 3rd and 12 now. Beck looks across the middle, batted in the air, and intercepted. Ball batted up in the air and picked off by Kapena Gushikin. First turnover tonight. And it's the second pick he's thrown in the last 7 games.
Yeah, and this one's really not on him. Cam Franklin, the big defensive end, 6'5", does a heck of a job of time.
Wazoo on the move. Chambliss across the middle, and the catch is made. Big shot delivered, and it's moving across the 30. Stribling. He's been in there, but only as a decoy. They fake it to him again. Chambliss steps up, launches downfield. It's Wallace, and it's almost intercepted. The Canes drop another pick. Lucas got a hand on it. Ethan O'Connor couldn't collect it.
But they take a shot.
Beating Fletcher running right. Mark Fletcher can have a way of regaining momentum for the football team. Around right edge, blocked from Bowman, and it's a first down.
In this 4th quarter.
Back, pressure picked up, and he'll go down for a second time. Terry Perkins came flying in off the edge. This 3rd and 16. Got to get inside the Ole Miss 40. Back. He'll be sacked again. Goes down for a 4th time. Coverage sack. Will Eccles got home.
He gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs. Chambliss from the pocket launches downfield, going up and making the catch. for a first down. Daquan Wright, the tight end. Play fake on first down. Launching downfield. And fighting back to make a catch is Marion. Flags fly in. He was interfered with. Did they rule it incomplete? It was Chris Graves, who has been involved a lot in physical coverage. Obvious flag that time.
Pass interference. Defense, number 32. 15-yard penalty. First down.
But Beck was going there all.
Comes in motion. They get it to him. Tony has space. Malachi Tony still running. Touchdown Miami. Electric with the ball in his hands. Somehow Akeem Mesidor is back on the field trying to rush the passer, but wide open downfield is Daquan Wright. In a dime from Chambliss, picks up 21.
That's the same throw he made a little bit earlier.
Four-man rush. Sideline pitch in a battle for the ball. It's incomplete. Stribling went up. Jabari Antoine battled him. Pressure comes again. Chambliss escapes and runs forward for a first down and more. Trinidad Chambliss. Again, the Canes bring pressure. Chambliss delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Daquan Wright. Chambliss on the move. Scanning. End zone. Caught. Two-point conversion by Caleb Odom. Little pass to Tony, but he did all the work after that. Sideline route. Catch made. Again, looking for Keelan Marion. It's Fletcher up the middle. Fletcher fights forward for a first down to the 37. Well, the Rebels bring some pressure. They back out. Beck looks near sideline. Daniels makes the catch. Lunges near the marker. In field goal range. It's a long distance one. Four-man rush. Back across the middle. Caught! First down. Keelan Marion stepping up and making a massive contribution tonight. Picked up 17. Plenty of time across the middle. Catch made and spun down at the 8-yard line is Marion again. Three receivers bunch to the left. Beck is looking that way. And still looking. Takes off running. Carson Beck with his legs.
In it here. Doesn't force it. Sees that they're in man-to-man. Nobody there to account for Carson Beck. And able to go to the left side. Walk into the end zone right to his fan base for this touchdown.
Don't think he could believe he had that much space. Hadn't had a rushing touchdown, Kirk, since week 3 against South Florida and a romp over the Bulls. Pete Golding, his defense out there, battled all night, but you said the body blows. That was the 88th play Miami has run. Pressure comes, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made. Out near midfield is Caden Lee. Chambliss steps up and fires across the middle. Catch is made.
Now they're going to timeout.
Dribbling at the 35, down to 5 seconds. Very different look on defense from before the timeout. You're right. Chambliss connects the snap, backpedals, launches to the end zone. Broken up, and the Miami Hurricanes head home to play for a championship.
Play fake, zipped across the middle, caught by Kitzelman in the tight end into Georgia territory. 2 accurate throws so far for Aguilar.
Pendleton.
Deep drop, fires downfield, accurate throw, caught by Brazil again. What a start for Aguilar and the Vols offense, 17 more.
Yeah, they're settled for field goals. They need touchdowns.
Crossing route, catch made. Staley out of the slot, hard to guard. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, right now Georgia trying to mix up zone.
This time it's a keeper. Touchdown, Tennessee. Welcome to Rocky Top, Joey Aguilar. It's rocking already.
Looking to press the ball in the very first play. Nice ball downfield, and the catch is made by Colby Young. Dogs fans have been waiting for that. Owens to the right of Stockton now. Stockton keeps it, eludes a man, and scores standing up. Georgia answers immediately. And each quarterback has a touchdown run. A bit. And streaking downfield is Brazel, who makes the catch and runs to the end zone. Flag down. We'll see if it stands. He beat Ellis Robinson for 72.
Pass interference. Defense number 1. Penalty declined. Touchdown.
This crowd in love with Joey Aguilar at the moment, pressing the ball downfield.
The two front runners, along with Brazel, who's back from a year ago.
For the first time, Aguilar is pressure, but he just sidesteps the pressure, and he finds Matthew. Alpha leaders of this Tennessee team. First down play fake, end zone, touchdown! Perfect strike, Chris Brazel. Balls 3 for 3. They're going to run a play, and they get it. Slant to Zach Branch on target, and they're inside the...
Who's coming? Who's dropping? They're all coming.
Ball quickly to the perimeter. Branch has a crease. Zach Branch in a foot race. They won't catch him. Georgia on a 3rd and long strikes for 6.
By a Bulldog.
And hit as he throws, gets the ball loose. It's Oscar Doe, who tried to hurdle him and ends up planting a foot in the chest of the defender. Aguilar backpedals and takes a shot downfield. Matthews couldn't make the grab. Janelle Aguero comes up with it. So launching into double coverage, trusting his receiver. Instead, it's a takeaway for the first time. Clean pocket. Launches for the far sideline. Jump ball. And it's intercepted. There's a flag down. It's Colton Hood.
Pushes him out of bounds.
Holding. Defense number 8. The 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, he
steps up, waits for his guys to get downfield, and slings it on the run down near the goal line, and it's going to be intercepted. Volunteers pick it off, and that is Ty Redmond. Final play of the first half. Ball went right up the middle. They got him. Easy pick. McCray muscles. No signal. Touchdown. Georgia. Powerful statement drive right down the field.
Get them back. I'm talking about get the crowd back. They feel like they've already been beaten.
Aguilar, 2nd and 12, left the pocket and got rudely greeted by Raylan Wilson.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk when we show this.
Intercepted. Threw it right to KJ Bolden. And Georgia with a takeaway and plus territory.
The receiver to his left. And Bolden bounces back after.
Play action. Downfield launch. Jump ball. Caught! Touchdown! Brazel! Wow!
Held on to it.
With tempo, Stockton from the pocket. Launches downfield. Catch is made. London Humphreys. 1st and goal. Aguilar slings it, and the catch is made. Reaching out, those good hands. His big catch, 177 total yards. Off the left side. Off and running. Star Thomas. That's the first really explosive running play they've had. Good blocking on the right side, 27 yards.
Up, and how about the acceleration there by Thomas?
Aguilar looking to throw downfield, man wide open. Caught for a touchdown by Staley. Stockton hit. Ball is loose. Still rolling around. Tennessee's got it. Bryson Eason makes the recovery. Joshua Josephs knocked it loose. The play fake, pressure, checks it down on the screen, and Lawson Lucky, the tight end, kind of stumbles forward, but will lose a couple.
Yeah, the time.
Stockton has a clean pocket this time, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made by Sokobe White-Helton, involved for the first time today.
Sure, coming off the right. Joseph's lined up across from him to the outside.
They're showing pressure, but don't bring it. Ball is quickly to Bell on the perimeter, who cuts back inside, and Dylan Bell spun down, but it's a first down as he got away from Arion Carter. In the recent history of this rivalry, they bring pressure. Stockton together, long throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Humphreys! Are you kidding me? A fourth down touchdown. What a throw! They're always a threat here. Drops back, delivers, wide open, and Zach Branch converts. And Georgia has drawn even. What a drive. Unlike he's ever faced in his career. Long throw on the money, caught by Staley. Well done by the quarterback. Need about 15 yards to make it inside his field goal range. First down. Run it again to Thomas. Getting closer. Picks up 6. Lee Kitzelman, the tight end, off to the left. They're going to try to run for it. And they've got their right edge. And they've got a first down at the 35 with Bishop. Right around field goal range where we sit here.
That's why they spread you out sideline to sideline.
Quick throw, caught, Kitzelman, tight end, knocked out of bounds, and now they're comfortably within field goal range.
Well, they called that from the sideline. You'd think they might run the football.
Drives it, it's fading, and he missed it wide to the right.
Nothing you can do as a college coach matches what Gilbert just faced. A chance to win this game. In a rivalry game we haven't won since 2016. Game on a line.
What do you call it? Heads. Drop it, we'll do it again. And it is heads. So if you want to play defense, offense, you want to play defense. So which way do you want to go? Go that way.
Nick this time to give Tennessee the lead. This one is driven straight through. Wishing he could have done that a few minutes ago, but
he drops back to throw.
Frazier's the back. He's got it. Can he get the edge? Cuts inside. Nate Frazier down the sideline. Grabbed out of bounds inside the 5. Turrentine saved a touchdown. McCray hammers. Falls forward to about the 1.
He's 240 pounds, or you put it into his belly and you pull it, the quarterback goes around the edge. Is the other option.
McCray driving, reaching for the end zone, spotted short. Third down coming up.
If he's short, he's about on the 6-inch line. He's able to lean and push the ball across.
He reached it.
Watch right there. That's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a win.
Ball broke the plane.
That's ball game. That's a Georgia win. He got across.
Reviewing the play right now.
It was hard to see live, but he did take a risk, by the way,
and the left,
seeing that ball in traffic.
Left knee stayed up. It looked close, like the left knee might have touched. Both these teams
still reviewing it as you would methodically in this situation. One more look.
Yeah, the knee.
After further review, it is a touchdown.
Yeah.
Game is over.
And the Dogs do it again. Prolonging Volunteer misery in this head-to-head. What a battle. 41-38 in overtime. Now the streak will end at some point. Heupel inherited it, hasn't been able to stop it, but not today.
Sims going to roll to throw, pressure from behind. Airing it out deep, man's out there, and he got it. 25-yard line to Jalen Moss. Sims to try to do it himself and does. Jeff Sims, touchdown Sun Devils.
How about that beautiful drive, huh? So far, the most comfortable person in this stadium is...
Mensah looking that way now, looks long and got a man open. He's got him in stride. And it's Keyshawn Brown, touchdown.
Wow.
69 yards.
Yes, he didn't have to adjust.
Kid to talk to. And he's going deep again. He's got a 75-yarder. Sun in the eyes, but the catch at the 1. And it's, guess who? Queso Brown.
Ending receiver plays in this game already.
From the 3 to the end zone. Touchdown. And Duke scores quickly again. That one's Cooper Marquette.
I had 7 surgeries in 13 years.
And finally, the ground game comes to life after that break. And Jason Brown had 17 yards on the ground coming into this game, and he's getting a lot of work here. Sims on play action. Deep middle. Oh, what a strike. And it's Moss off to the races. Touchdown. 44 yards for the score and right into the flakes. The Tony the Tiger. 8 field. They fake it to him, and Sims zips one to the outside. A perfect strike again. And again, it's McLean. Well, they're going to snap it on 4th and 3. Over the middle, wide open is Robinson, and it's a... Sims in trouble here. He's got good wheels. He runs out of the trouble. He's got a first down and more. Jeff Sims all the way into Duke territory inside the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 7. And they fake the end around. The throw is short to Hasley, the tight end. Did he get there? Touchdown.
Well, give this one to Jonathan Brewer, offensive coordinator. That's a creative play that really caught Arizona State flat-footed.
36. And the ground game picking up for Jason Brown. Tiptoeing down the sidelines into Duke territory. Now it's man-man Robinson back in the tailback, and it's Sims on the quarterback keeper. Jeff Sims, he's gone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, Kenny Dillingham said we're not going to run him a lot because we don't want him to turn the ball over. But when he runs, good. Thinking about a blitz, and they're going to bring one. Shepard on a handoff. Nate Shepard got free to the outside. He's still going down, and he's got more than 10. And he's got it inside the 10-yard line. He's going to get the handle behind his tight ends blocking. Did he get there? He did. Touchdown, Duke. With 9 ticks left, Barry Mensah fires, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Inuba. And no more scoring till the 3rd quarter. Whether it was Georgia Tech, Nebraska, or Arizona State. And they start with a strong run again, and it's Jason Brown. Brown down the sideline all the way to the 31-yard line. That's the way to start the 3rd quarter. Hard pickup to the 31-yard line. And now they go the other way, and the blocker's in front, and it's another 10-yard run. At 11. Throw on a slant. Boy, that was a dangerous throw, but he tucked it in there. And now the ball is out, and Duke's got it. Jalen Moss just lost it after he made the catch from the 36-yard line. And off tackle goes Nate Shepard, and off Nate goes. And boy, he might have had a slow first half, but he's picking it up here now. And they fake it to Jacquez. Darian Mensah is going to run with it for the first time today. And he's still running with it. Inside the 30, down the sideline, all the way to the 12-yard line. We'll see if he can get 3 more. Touchdown, Duke. Empty backfield for Jeff Sims. Wide receiver screen, actually a running back screen. And it's man Robinson. And man, is he going. Robinson tripped up at the 10-yard line. Arita had a touchdown. Empty backfield. Sims pumps one way, goes down the middle, got his man, and it's Kamari Anderson for the touchdown.
This Duke defense is only rushing 4 players.
Empty set here for Sims. Jeff throws quickly again. And weaving through some traffic is Eusebio. And he's still running all the way down to the 25-yard line. Blitz coming off the corner. The throw goes that way. Perfect spot. Jalen Moss. Moss inside the 10 and down around the 8-yard line. Sims to the end zone. Touchdown. And it's Malik McClain again. They're going to play. The throw is caught by Marquez. First down. Shepard off tackle. Big opening. Blockers in front. Nate Shepard down the sideline. Still heading to the end zone. He got it inside the 10. Maybe coming from the Sun Devils. Nope, they back out. Mensah back pedals. Still looking. Now getting some more heat. Got a block. Throws to the corner of the end zone and out of bounds. Mensah to the end zone. High and not caught by Barcadia's hands on it. And it's broken up.
I'll tell you, Montana Warren has been making some plays at the end of this game.
Now can they get enough ground game going to ice this game? They got 10 out of that one, but the ball came out at the end. It's covered by Duke unless he was down by contact. Mensah, quick throw to the outside. And it is Keyshawn Brown. 17 yards. And it's
him now. He's new. What do they do with him?
Slant complete. McClain. First down and more. Out around the 39-yard line. Sims. Intercepted by Margot, the same guy that ended the ACC championship game with a pickoff, has another one. Everybody up close. Here comes everybody on the rush. The pass is caught, and down goes Higgins wisely. He probably could have scored a touchdown. He just hits the turf. One last knee. A guy that'll be back next year to lead a very potent offense. There's some flakes coming up. There the flakes come. Great game, guys.
Right now, none of them are. Mestonmaker in rhythm. Wyatt Young slips through one tackle, throws his shoulder, and takes it down to the 22-yard line. He had only one catch. Dance Patrol Premier. Caleb Hawkins to the house. Welcome back, young man. It's a line. Emmanuel on the play action. Gets a chip from Sutton and throws complete inside 25 to Nathan Osborne. Emmanuel. Emmanuel will keep. He's got room on the left side. Emmanuel waltzes in for the Aztecs touchdown. Doesn't look like a guy making his first career start for San Diego State, does he? In coverage. A 3 and out. And a fake. UNT. First down and more. Still booking it. Ashton Gray into San Diego State territory. Up the middle. Ashton Gray, the man that had the fake play for the first down, caps the drive with the touchdown. Playing safety and punter. Want to know it. And here is Hawkins. Hawkins with the seam. A block on the perimeter. Another broken tackle. Caleb Hawkins tough to bring down. Yards. And there was questions on whether he would even play. Mestonmaker checked down to Hawkins. A defender slips. The second one is down. Hawkins takes it all. Backers in America on the sidelines. Emmanuel doing what he does best. Wide open. Emmanuel, the long strider. And it doesn't take many of those strides to get going. 73 yards. Ashton Gray, the running back, he gets the carry. Wide open seam. Gray trying to run away, and he does. Second touchdown for Ashton Gray. 51 yards. Jalen Hawkins, the freshman, in motion. Emmanuel pulls it. Big hole. Left side. There he goes. Keep on trucking. Ball Emmanuel forced down right at the 5-yard line. 70 yards. And Washington fakes the pitch to Sutton and immediately hit. Will Jones forced it out. UNT has it. Big boy rolling. Kevion Huddleston brought down near the 40-yard line. Stone Cold celebration coming
out of number 5's hands. And then you get the cold celebration.
Empty for Emmanuel. Run. Then tries to throw. Dave falls down. Emmanuel trying to get the edge. Bully ball. Shy of the end zone.
Be a guy you want to target.
Aztecs have thrown it only 8 times tonight. How about number 9 is fine. Touchdown. Jackson Ford. He's the man that had the touchdown erased because the procedural penalty against UNM. And on the last drive, threw a touchdown. Crum will come out and throw on second and medium. And breaking the 50 is Donovan Brown.
Defensively for San Diego State.
Estemaker. Complete. Landon Sides. His DB coverage. Fell down and Sides takes it to San Diego State territory.
Oh, and he's going one-on-one the out.
Estemaker. Ball is tipped and picked off. Aztecs have it. Jelani McLaughlin still rumbling to the 35-yard line. The takeaway the Aztecs were looking for. The third-team quarterback, Kyle Crum, engineering the offense. Throwing on the run, and that one's picked off. A flag is down, but Will Jones comes up with it. He already has a forced fumble to his credit. Will he have an INT?
Ruling on the field was an interception. Ineligible receiver illegally downfield. Offense, number 71. That penalty's declined. First down, North Texas.
Stone Cold celebration number 2 for Drew Swoboda. Out of way, Will Jones. I'm a little surprised.
To the heart of this defense.
Hawkins looking for the hat trick. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown for Caleb Hawkins, the most lethal freshman running back. They will love Eric Morris in Stillwater. Oh, picked off. Dwayne McDougal got his mitts on it and takes it inside the 35-yard line. And the second takeaway for this.
After the catch, these guys get the nitty-gritty done.
Wild number. Mastermaker has it, fooled everyone. San Diego State thought it was Caleb Hawkins with the rock, but the whole representative for a long time from the Mountain West. And here is a pitch. That's out to Christian Washington. And Terrell Washington makes a stop. Washington keeps going to the 35-yard line.
Defender. Elbows are up, knees are up. That's a good. No.
Replay may have a shot that left elbow is down. So they're going to need indisputable video evidence. That's exactly where they're looking. And I think they're going to bring it back. I think that elbow, I believe the elbow's down.
After review, ruling on the field is upheld. First down.
Yards on 2 consecutive carries. He was that electric in his first start for the Aztecs. Out of this game with an injury. Crum has a passing touchdown. Does he have a rushing touchdown? Yes. And Kyle Crum finishing with some authority. And Sawyer just gets off the punt. Acevedo dancing into the open field. Acevedo to the 30. Comes it back. Nathan Acevedo has flipped this game upside down. Note, 4th and 4. Garner, wide open. Garner, rushing free. UNT may have put it away. Making his first start for the Aztecs, was knocked out in the first half of this game. And the long string to Acevedo. Another jump play. Acevedo having his moment. The cutback inside the 35-yard line. Throw that football when they had to have it on 4th down. Right up the gut. End zone. Christian Washington. Says right when you made that point that UNT may have put it away. I don't think. Not played a lot of college football recently. Crump taking a shot. One-on-one. And too much looking for Donovan Brown. Second time Brown is broken free with at least a step. Catch on the last 4th down. Crum in trouble. Crum trying to stay up. He's still alive. Now heaves it. Jump ball picked off Evan Jackson. And at no point in time do I now feel comfortable saying, and that should do it. Sawyer Evans, Nathan Acevedo, not giving him a shot. They kind of wise up to let number 13 touch the football. Kyle Crum looks left and dumps it down. And Christian Washington is going to be wrangled by Will Jones. Oh, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Come on now. Kyle Crum, pressure in his face. Crum got hit, downfield, and that's almost did it. Evan Jackson already has one interception almost as he's into the boundary. One play to try to keep the season going for the Aztecs. Crum, the throw, he's got a man, and it is caught for the first down. Cianfrini, clutch when it matters the most. Aztecs have one timeout. They need 2 scores. Pump fake. That's complete to Cianfrini. He's got to get out, and he does at the 35-yard line.
Take this challenge and run with it.
San Diego State was down 21-6 and then 42-20. They keep fighting to the tight end, to the 10-yard line. Jackson Ford.
We get to the line of scrimmage. Everyone needs to get going. I know you're exhausted, this offensive line. The big boys struggle and get to the line of scrimmage now.
Clock starts. Here's the snap. And they're going to run it here. Inside the 5, and Washington still goes. The timeout has to happen here.
Now they got a first down. Clock will stop.
Crum is going to hand it. UNT. Do they make the stop? Yes, they do. Washington behind him. And it's a sneak. Does he get the push?
I think he fell down early. Got to get up and get on the ball.
They must go because the clock continues to run. Now Crum saying we got to clock it. But San Diego State slow to move. They don't want the season to finish like this. Jumps forward for the touchdown with 1 second left. At this point, it's just going to be a fancy exclamation. This team's got some players. Am I going to get any of them to coach next season? And that will do it. Ball game. The 7-game bowl losing streak is done. UNT Cats, maybe a once-in-a-lifetime type.
It's his turn to the backfield. He's got the football to flea flicker. Stockton launching downfield, looking for Colby Young. He's got it in stride. Trickery from Mike Bobo, and the Dogs in business. Lacey, who's a very tough to tackle back. They fake it to Lacey and flip it in the flat, and that's their big weapon. Daquan Wright, one of my favorite players to watch. You start studying the tape, big fella. Chambliss is going to take off. Can he get to the pylon? He does, standing up, and Ole Miss right down the field. Bigger picture. Give that offense fewer at-bats if you can. Stockton, not a great throw. Lawson lucky, the tight end, kind of came back around, twisted to make the catch. And now Frazier motions out. Stockton took a look that way. Now launches to the end zone. Wide open is Lucky for the touchdown. Tight ends playing a big part in that drive when they cap it off. That time they back everybody out except for 3. He squeezes it into Trey Wallace, and it's a 12-yard gain and another first down.
Making a play, and then a poor block on top of that by the receiver.
Winston Watkins, the receiver, was in the backfield. They pitch it downfield to him, and he's wide open. A little wrinkle. They put the receiver in the backfield, and the Dogs totally lost track of it. Lacy, easy. Bulldogs give up a second touchdown to Ole Miss. 2 possessions, 2 scores. They go back on top. Conversion against Auburn until the 4th quarter. They're going to try to run for it and get it. Bowen just barrels into Ole Miss territory. Big chunk play to convert 3rd and 7 at the time. Across the middle. Catch is made. Dylan Bell, who's been waiting to make impact plays. Keeper, Stockton, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They answer right back. On the edge, pitch down, and the catch is made by Caleb Odom, the tight end, and he rumbles. Chambliss goes in motion this time, and he just barrels in. Lacy on the direct snap, so a lot going on, and Ole Miss finishes another touchdown drive to go back on top. Stay Zen out there. Just keep doing what you're doing if you can. Breaking free. Stribling in a foot race. Down the sideline. An electric touchdown. Ole Miss still perfect. 75 yards. There. Now it's a 3-man rush, and Stockton has time and zips it in there to Kobe Humphreys came back in it, went a little curl. The game winner against Tennessee. Touchdown, they zip it across the middle. Lawson Lucky, his 2nd today. Tight ends have waited to make a big impact. 3-man rush, long throw sidelines. Going up to get it is Alexander, and a flag comes in. But what a grab, and they're still perfect on 3rd down. Direct snap, Lacy to Chambliss. Are you kidding me? Looking to throw the ball is Alexander, and he just fake it to him. He scoots down the sidelines. Trickery on 4th and 1. Perimeter. Nope, they're going to try to run right into it. And Chambliss, touchdown, he got in. Trinidad Chambliss continues a superb performance. Stockton launching, Branch comes back, makes the catch. Wins the 1-1 on Battle. Looking to throw for it, pitches it down, and Frazier walks in. And the Dogs, will they continue to pound away? No, they give it to Dylan Bell on the edge. Bell off and running. Dylan Bell dragged down at midfield. Bowen's the back. Fake it to him. Stockton end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hat trick. Lawson Lucky. Chambliss launching downfield. Battle for the ball. All making the play was Trey Wallace, but broken up and saying thumbs down is DeMello Jones. Dogs get another stop. Back to back 3 and outs. They have been moved backwards pretty aggressively by this offensive line. Lately, there you go. On cue, invading the backfield has been Xavier Harris. Belly hanging out, but he's got some quicks for a big man. So the Dogs at 2nd and 12 looking to throw for it. Stockton down the far sideline. Making a catch is Dylan Bell. 1-on-1. Fought back and came up with it. 30. Frazier. No, he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That is a big play by Andrew Jones, a backup who's played well this afternoon. That kick gets up and over the long arms of Wright. Knocked it right through to force OT and eventually win it. Lacy The passing game hasn't worked in the fourth quarter. Not looking nearly as calm and composed as he was for the first 3 quarters. Pressure comes again. Chambliss trying to stay alive and now just has to throw it away. Pressure again. Stands and delivers, and it was almost intercepted. Dalen Everett broke it up, and it's 4th down.
And how much of that is Georgia cranking up the defense here these last couple of possessions?
I vote for the latter.
Yeah.
4th down, gotta have it, not gonna get it. Batted down to the line of scrimmage. That was Josh Horton again, just trying to take over late in the game, and the Dogs are gonna do it again.
The most resilient team in college football, the Georgia Bulldogs, did not look good early. They just keep together. They just believe. When you do it that many times, we showed you a graphic, they did it in 24.
They don't have what they're used to having, but you get a guy like Horton who's fresh. He's flying around as a pass rusher in his last.
Notre Dame's coming. They got the number of kicks last year, and this one's going to go for 6. What a turn for the Irish. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Craver, the motion man on 2nd down and 6. Fake it to Moss on the run. It's Craver out of the backfield. He's got a lot of speed down the sideline. Craver still going. Oh, Mario Magic. Touchdown. 86 yards on the catch and run. Saw Love have his finger worked on, so he goes to the sideline. Quick catch, and this time Faison squeezes it and brings it across the sticks for the 1st down. Did not get those touches that was expected in the first half. Carr's going to take a shot here, and it's caught by Raridan behind the defense. Raridan is down just shy of the goal line. Hand it to him. Price, the cut. Price, the touchdown. The price is right for Notre Dame from 7 yards out to take the lead. Well, rely on him as really their main bell cow. They're going to throw it on 2nd down, down the sideline. It's intercepted. Who else but Leonard Moore? His career long is 52. Would need some yards for that. And Price has a lane to the outside. Turns on the speed and is ushered out of bounds inside the red zone. Reed, good protection. Lofts it. Oh, what a grab. Going up high. KC Concepcion showing off the hands. He's having a day. Fake it to Moss. Reed again. Steps in. Delivers a deep shot. Separation. Concepcion comes down with it at the 1. KC making it happen for 45 yards. Moss at 5'11", 210. Has it. Second effort gets there. Touchdown. Aggies. It's Love to the outside, shows off the burners. Love elusive to midfield. The Heisman frontrunners coming into the season. Right back to Faison, his favorite target, goes for 14 yards. C.J. Carr, they put him in motion now on 1st down. Carr, open. Love makes the grab. Love gets away, touchdown. 36 yards, it's Carr. Notre Dame will drop back and rush 4. Moore is back in there, try to get into the backfield, and a nice completion. Who else but Mario Craver, who gets leveled on the back.
Been complete for 105 yards. Here's another one.
Play action. Reed over the middle. A rifle on target. It was Owens, the running back. That's and Moore. 1st and goal. Reed lofts back of the end zone, knocked away. Leonard Moore makes another play and then comes up limping.
Extra offensive lineman in now for A&M.
Back to Moss. And he's fighting in for the touchdown. Le'Veon Moss for the 2nd time. Carr just lofts it too high and intercepted. Scooby Williams sets up A&M at the +47. Reed taking his time, steps up. A laser to his main man. Mario Craver chewing up yards once again. It is Reed. Gonna keep it himself. Oh, he gets leveled. Drake Bowen lays the boom.
It's these two guys. Schuler, the safety, is going to be there too. And then Bowen just lays the wood right here.
hold on to that football, and you can see the continued jawing between the. Direct to Moss, up the middle, he's got it! Third touchdown for Le'Veon Moss. He has taken over this first half. Burnett, career-long 52 yards. Carr in the pocket, lost wide open, the soft spot of the zone, it's Raritan again. Creative here, redshirt sophomore from South Lake, Texas, and he does get it away plenty cleanly, good hang time, but a lot of space to work with. And let's see what Faison does. Across the 40, Faison still on his feet, and he's finally taken down inside the 30. Great field position for this Notre Dame offense. Handoff, Price to the outside, gets away, Price all the way, touchdown! A 17-yard scamper, and Jadarian has done it again. 4th and 1. They will snap it. Love will run it, and he won't get there. Not even close. Big time play made by Samford. A&M trying to get there. They didn't, and it's put in the bucket. Jaden Greathouse out of bounds just shy of the 30. Range touchdowns. Reed through his progression, uncorks. He's got it on the comeback. Terry Bussey stays on his feet, gets spun down inside the 40. Ocean man. Carr lets it fly. Open, caught. First down for Fields and a gain of 20.
Territory.
It is. It's Love. It's a first down. It's Love. Up the middle, he's got it. Wow. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And range. Now can they punch it in? Love bursts through the hole. Stays on his feet. Love, touchdown, 12 yards out, and Love is in the air in South Bend. Critical extra point from Burnett to make it a 7-point game. Box snap. Buckner has to pick it up. The quarterback with some time, no look and incomplete.
Good snap, just a bad attempt to hold.
Now's the time to see what they're made of. Bussey sets up the blocking. Bussey down the sideline. And the speed is going to get him there. Touchdown. Flag is down. Back at the 20.
Just
right there in the middle. Yeah, right there. Takedown. Make it the 26 officially. Handoff, Moss up the middle. And he'll keep the legs churning. And as he spins away. And
gated by the penalty.
Empty set for Reed. Quick throw over the middle, the first catch of the second half, and the major speed. Craver already puts him close to field goal range. In over a decade, this is their chance. Reed, play action, fading away, tough catch. Mellon Orstrom, who had the hold on the kick return, is going to have the first down here. Reed delivers, nobody home. Reed escapes, he's quick. To the outside, he's got the first down. Handoff up the middle. Daniels stumbles forward to the 11. And now Notre Dame got in the neutral zone. And Reed with time. And Reed's going to have to throw it away. Craver in motion, 3rd and 16. Reed rips, caught, short with a flag. Reed, design keeper, nowhere to go, and stayed in bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Reed, deep drop. Reed floats, end zone, incomplete. It was available for Hobbs.
We had our chance. Good pressure on the inside by Bryce Young, forced the throw, and he threw it into traffic, and Notre Dame not able to.
Reed keeps his eyes downfield, down the middle, short, and incomplete. Let's decide a winner. 4th in the game. Reed, rush comes. Reed pumps, fires, It is caught. Nate Barkacher brings it in and ties the game. And he's got it. Carr looking, taking a lot of time. Over the middle, he rips. Incomplete. He threw it in triple coverage. Carr over the middle. Greathouse leaves it for Faison. Now back to Jeremiah Love, and he's going to go out of bounds. This game is over. Texas A&M gets a signature road win.
Down to 4. Snap to Mensah. Here come the Tigers. Darian Mensah up in the pocket. Crossing route. Barkate first down. Manny Diaz's team. Mensah takes a shot. End zone and caught. Did they hold all the way through? They did. Touchdown for Quayshawn Brown. Gideon Davidson, the true freshman's coming the ball game at running back. Klubnik from the pocket wants to take the shot for Williams, who makes the catch. Antonio Williams, 20, down to the Blue Devil 15. Motion. Klubnik going to hand it to Williams. Tries to fight for traffic and dives for the touchdown. Play fake by Mensah. Coming back. Oh, look at this. Wide open. It's a bust in the secondary, and Cooper Barkate sets sail. And it is a long touchdown. 77 yards unofficially for Cooper Barkate and Darian in this opening period. Mensah going to hand. Anderson Castle on the reroute. First down for Duke. Out to midfield goes the Appalachian trend. Mensah. Pressure coming across the middle. Hazley first down at the 25. And Duke to the 23 on Jerry Hazley's catch. Khalil Barnes the tackle. Third down and 7 again. Mensah down the seam. Touchdown. Andrell Anthony. A hot start here for the Tigers. They're going to hand it to Davidson. A little counter here. Gideon Davidson, a first down run for the Tigers. Toward the Duke 35. Sadler does not play today for sure. Here's a quick throw, and this is TJ Moore fighting through. And he fumbled the ball, but I think the Tigers have jumped back on it at the 17. Freeman raked it out of there. And in the pile they go. You see 10th play of the drive. Here's Klubnik looking to throw end zone, and wide open Antonio Williams for his second touchdown. They're going to hand it to Adam Randall into the secondary. Good. Straight ahead, touchdown for Adam Randall. Quarter. Snap to Mensah. Wants to throw and sacked. Jaheim.
I'll see if they, like you said, Wes, can they come back and score here?
Randall the carry, breaks through 2 tackles. First down and Moore out to the 20-yard. That's Moore in motion. Play fake by Klubnik. Now flush from the pocket to his right. Does he tee it up? Now he'll bail here to the near side. Going to keep it. He will step out of bounds after about a 7 or 8 yard run. Ahead of Randall. Talk about your power eyes. Toss to Randall, right side, touchdown for Clemson. Field goal tries.
Yep.
Here's a play fake, Mensah to throw. There's the shot downfield. There's Brown. It's caught. Touchdown, Duke. 43 yards to Quayshawn here to take the Reynoldson punt. A couple of steps ahead, got blocked. Partially blocked on the play. Clemson's going to end up with it around mid. Quick throw, that's Antonio Williams again. Another first down. Just come in, they go to the extra tackle here, Steve.
Yeah, they're putting a little extra tackle for a little more juice.
High snap is not a high snap. It was straight to Peter Woods, and he got in. They faked the snap to Klubnik. He faked it. They snapped it directly to Peter Woods, who scores the touchdown.
As ATH, I did ask him, I said, well, what else do you have to do? He goes, I think I have to throw a touchdown.
Wow. Okay. Hagens will play this from 2 yards deep. So Samir Hagens fires off the right side, and Hagens is gone. 102 yards and a Duke touchdown for Samir Hagens. No flags on the play in the third. quick throw, caught in traffic, first down, Antonio. And a quick throw, and they're trying to get T.J. Moore loose, and they do! Here's Moore, and it's a foot race to the end zone at the west end. And Moore will score! Klubnik, quick throw, Antonio Williams the catch, first down, and Moore out to the 34. Duke 2 of 11 on third down. Mensah downfield, Hazley wide open, first down and more. Jeremiah Hazley to the Clemson 35. 3 timeouts, Clemson's got 2, plus the 2-minute timeout. Third down, 7. Quick throw, Anthony the catch, right around the first down stick. I still think it's going to be short. Barnes the tackle.
It's short.
The orbit, Mensah to his right, slips it to Hazley. First down and more inside the 20. 3 to the field. Clemson bringing pressure. Mensah, quick shot. Catch is made. This is Brown, and he cannot slip away from Woodaz. Play clock at 3. Snap to Mensah. Clemson rushes 4. Mensah dumps it to Shepard. And Sammy Brown gets him at the 20. Snap to Mensah. Tigers bring pressure again. Mensah going to throw. Barcade offline, incomplete.
They got no safety on. There you go. Safety's coming back on top of him right now.
Mensah backing up. Going to throw it off his back foot. That's incomplete.
That's a flag on the offense. That's going to be offensive pass interference, I believe.
Flag on the goal line.
I think it's offensive pass interference. They tackled him because he was going to try to make an interception.
A lot of interested Tigers standing around. Manny Diaz thinks it's on Clemson. Tim Hedgepeth.
Pass interference. Defense number 8. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
They go for 2.
I think they tie it if they can score.
Mensah, Shepard. Touchdown, Duke. With 40 seconds left, game hopes alive. Snap to Mensah. He'll push the pocket right. This is Higgins, and Duke leads.
They're going to play hard. They're going to play cover 2 and funnel with the corners. They're rushing 3, dropping 8.
Here's a throw, Moore the catch. And did he get it in bounds? No is the call. 12 seconds for Klubnik. Duke's offside. It's a free play. Klubnik to his left. Cade going to run for it. He'll get the first down. 2 seconds left. You're caught in the time and space of the game here. Klubnik ran off a lot of ticks.
Yeah, that's the problem.
On a free play.
Yeah, you can't do that, you know. And it's a free play, and you're taking time running to the sideline.
Offside. Defense. The penalty is declined. It's first down.
Last play of the ball game. Klubnik going to throw it in the middle of the field. Tristan Smith the catch. He'll break the 50. Cannot keep his feet. Tried to throw the ball behind him. It's scooped up by Williams. He'll throw it back across the field. Randall dropped it, and the ball game is over on a loose ball recovered by the Blue Devils. For the first time since 1980, Duke has beaten Clemson.
That is the end of the game.
At Memorial Stadium. And in the process, the Blue Devils have now won 5 straight ACC road games. It's the longest stretch of conference success on the road since 1963.
63% of his passes, they keep it on the ground. Washington bursting through the seam. Washington pop clutch all the way down to the 9-yard line. There's your impact player. Got a good block from the center, Caden Kilt. Morrow motions out of the backfield. Reed checks it down, complete underneath. Daniels with a nice move and a first down for the Aggies.
Everybody else is down close to the line of scrimmage to stop the run.
On the play action downfield. Caught. Touchdown, Bethel Roman. Got in behind Kenai Walker.
10 seconds, absolutely selling it.
On the jet sweep, Concepcion. All the way down to the 10-yard line. Got a good block on the outside from his tight end, Melon Orstrom. From the 3. Reed on the keeper, touchdown.
Jones wide open down the seam.
Sure was. Of course, that was Coach Petrino, not Coach Elko. Taylen Green takes out his do-it-yourself kit, picks up the first down. I tell you what, those strides eat up a lot of real estate.
They're going to need to come back to get a win.
A little bit of a trap. Marcel Reed back to pass off the play fake, wide open at the 41. Caught and brought down at the 43 is Bethel Roman.
Last week.
Reed underneath, nobody near him. Concepcion pushed out of bounds at about the 3. Do it again. Reed. Room service, touchdown, Borkacher. Made it look. They come with a pressure. Green got him in. Complete at the 40. His tight end, Rohan Jones. 1st and 10. Looking at a 2nd down and 11 for Arkansas. Steps up, gonna try and run. And his knee looks pretty good. Green finds Pater. Touchdown, Hogs. They keep it on the ground. And they're going to pick up 1st down and then some. Washington bursting across the Arkansas plain. All the way down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal with 19 seconds to go. Green looking into the end zone. Got to do something with it. Makes a move. Fires. Touchdown, Blake Omega.
Head coaching job. And his team's playing for him.
Reed stepping up in the pocket. Going to take off. Got a good blocker in front of him and real estate. Marcel accelerating down to the 15. He turned loose. Run the season for him. On the play fake. Late pressure coming into the end zone. Caught and touchdown by Concepcion. Ellis hit on his last 7 passes in a row. Make that 8 underneath to number 2, Terry Bussey. All the way out to the 40-yard line. Russell, the deep back, and they punch it in the end zone. Green doing it himself. Razorback score. Single back set. Owens sprinting into the end zone. Touchdown. So they get it back on the next play. Escapes. On 3rd and 6, Green completes it to the 45-yard line. 1st down. Omega Blake. Green to pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaden Platt.
Aggressive pylon cam, you can see the catch. Looks like from that angle, he completes the act when he hits the ground, retains firm control. Let's see.
Washington on the fake, and Jones punches it in. Our drive so far. They keep it on the ground, and touchdown for Ruben Owens II.
Create a couple more memorable moments if he's going to get his team into this one for a win.
Back to pass. And under pressure, brought down inside the 5 by Deion Hayes, the Pitt and Colorado transfer.
Like there's anyone there to help the tackle.
Green out of the end zone. Incomplete for Washington, who dropped it. And it's a quick 3 and out. He's been in rhythm most of the day. Looking to throw again here off the play fake. Incomplete at the 42-yard line. Throw a little bit high for Craver. They need a big miracle, or at least a big play here. Blitz coming. Green trying to escape. Turns the corner. Bends that corner. High stepping. Still on his feet. Taylen Green at midfield. They get half of the miracle all the way down to the 37 with 2:25 to go from the 28. Blitz off the edge, and Green sacked all the way back at the 46-yard line by Dalton Brooks.
I don't know that Taylen Green saw the...
Definitely can't take another sack. Aggies have 4 today. Green launches, Complete in the middle of the field. Blake still on his feet. Blake shaking and moving down inside the 15. Gets rid of it quick. Touchdown to C.J. Brown. They only used up a few seconds on the clock. 10 seconds to go. Looking for the good bounce, but the hands team doing what the hands team should do. Terry Bussey recovering the onside kick for the Aggies with 9 seconds to go.
Certainly was not a pretty performance defensively. Offensively, you're going to feel great. But you now have a Texas A&M team that's won a 41-40 game. They've won a 16-10 game and now won a 45-42 game, showing they can win in a lot of different ways. And on a weekend where we saw 5 undefeated teams lose, winning is the most important game.
Jackson in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Bounce it left side, and now a big gain across the 40 to midfield, and still going all the way down to the 30-yard line. Louder inside the huddle to make sure his teammates can hear. Handoff and squirting through out into the open field, cutting it back left. Antonio Martin, touchdown. Wow, what a run from the seconds. Rodgers leaves the backfield. Bray is in there. Dampier's going to dump it down to Bray with all that quickness. Made one man miss and then falls forward and might have gotten there. I think he did. 45 yards of penalties on this drive alone. And that's going to lead to a touchdown. Bird Ficklin over the right side. The true freshman quarterback with the first points of the game for the Utes. Back on the field, Jackson is going to pitch it, a little reverse play with some speed out there, and another good play on the ground. That's Sterling Lockett all the way outside the 4. They'll get the carry and cuts it back, makes a man miss, out into the open again. Jackson inside the 20, another big gain on the ground.
But I'm proud of our guys, man. We're trying to play big boy football here, being able to run the football at them and trying to make this a 4-quarter game, and our kids are ready to play today.
Thanks for this.
You bet.
All right, thanks, Stormy. Thanks, Chris. There's some big boy football for you. Touchdown, Avery Johnson.
Give their defense a breather.
Dampier turns, and that's not Dampier. That's Nate Johnson again taking the direct snap. It's a rushing touchdown already today. He's going to carry it just in the game, and Bird Ficklin inside the 10, down to the 5 or close to it. Every time he touches the ball, something good happens, it seems.
On a week ago where he delivered a stiff arm. This kid's special.
There he goes again. Ficklin, end zone touchdown. Well, he's only played a handful of snaps in this first half. He's got both of the Utah touchdowns. That one from 6 yards out. Johnson, handoff, and they'll get the first down and more. Jackson, there he goes. Nobody's going to catch him. Joe Jackson, touchdown, Kansas State. At a stop. Pressure picked up. Dampier's going over the top left side, and the pass is caught. What a catch and what a pass. J.J. Buchanan, the young tight end. As a wide receiver on the left side. Dampier takes the snap, bounces it right, turns the corner. Dampier, pylon. Touchdown, Utah. Martin empties the backfield. Avery Johnson is going to take off. Johnson with that great speed. Another big run for Kansas State. There he goes. Johnson inside the 10. And Dampier. Dampier comes in motion. Ficklin takes the snap. Ficklin with the run. First down, Utah and more. Man, is he hard to tackle. Bird Ficklin, just a true freshman from Muskogee, Oklahoma.
He wanted his team to cut it loose today, and that is certainly what they have done.
Averaging 15 yards a rush. They're getting more here. Jackson out into the open. What a cut. To midfield. Jackson to the 30. To the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. 80 yards this time.
Plus.
It wasn't hurdles. It was like steeplechase. Parker for 12. Now in stride. Caught. Touchdown, Bentley. And the Utes come roaring out of the locker room to start the second half with a quick strike touchdown drive. That one from 38 yards. Now a little jet sweep on the first play of this drive, and Daniel Bray bounces it left side. So the Utah offense, some big plays here early in the second half. Now down just 3 with the ball. This one right on target in the turn upfield. Well into Kansas State territory, inside the 35, down to the 30. Nate Johnson
from the Utah side.
2nd and 6, and a keeper. That is Ficklin, and Bird Ficklin, touchdown. Just wouldn't be tackled. Low snap. They'll give it to Martin anyway. Big hole straight ahead. Martin out into the open. Martin with a blocker in front. Left side. Flag thrown. He cuts it back in, and Martin gets in the end zone. For now, it's a touchdown. 73 yards, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding, offense, number 0. The penalty will be enforced with spotting the foul. It'll be first down.
Johnson fakes it, rolls left, kind of squares those shoulders, and even with the deflection, he gets the pass to Oakley. Oh, that was something. First down, Wildcats gain of 15.
The football in.
Low snap. Johnson throws wide open. Touchdown. Well, they got there quickly. They got the playoff. It almost got blown up. 2nd and 10, Utah, and well defended. My goodness. Bray gets wrestled down. Johnson of the Wildcats offense back to pass, is going to swing it out right side. That's Jackson, who gets around the corner. Jackson down the right sideline. Finally out of bounds, but across the 40. 3rd and 7, Utah. Dampier, design run. Dampier straight ahead, takes a hit. The ball came out, and Kansas State falls on it. He had the first down. The huge hit, and the ball popped out, and the Wildcats come up with a turnover. They'll shift and hand it to Jackson straight ahead. There goes Jackson. Joe Jackson, an all-time night, into the end zone for another touchdown. 24 more yards. Johnson is going to throw, and it's knocked away, deflected, and actually intercepted. There is a penalty flag. Returnable, and here goes Utah. Teo Johnson. Avery Johnson trying to catch him. Teo Johnson angling, and he's going to go all the way. Now there is a flag back in the end.
A little bit of tempo.
Dampier in the pocket, throws, and the slant caught by Whittemore. It's just, that's frustrating for him, I think. He'll throw this one, and that's complete into Kansas State territory.
In anticipation that this is 4-down territory.
Dampier pitches it to Parker right side. Parker, it depends on where they spot him.
It's at 3 points.
Parker in the backfield. Dampier near midfield. Pump faking, now throws, and it's caught right near the first down mark by Larry Simmons. Spotted about a half a yard short. Going for it. They will hand it off. Parker right side. Parker breaks a tackle and gets the first down. That was a tough run of just a couple yards.
Going to be the first offensive lineman taken in the NFL draft this year.
Dampier toward the corner of the end zone and caught. Touchdown, Larry Simmons. Johnson's going to throw. And in fact, he's going to get sacked. Loses. Johnson, pressure coming, delivers the ball, but the tackle in the open field, and Tibbs is stopped short. 4th and 1 out of the 2-minute timeout. Utah's season on the line. They need a yard. Dampier with Parker is going to fake it. Dampier straight ahead. There he goes! Dampier! Inside the 30, to the sideline, inside the 5!
Well, watch what the jet sweep does to the defense. It pulls some defenders out of the box. It creates some hesitation, and that is all Devin Dampier needs for the game.
And Dampier, Parker in motion. Dampier keeps it. Dampier, touchdown, Utah! In the backfield alongside Johnson. In to help pass protect. Johnson scrambling. Throws across his body, and it's intercepted. The senior, Lander Barton. And that's going to do it. A crazy come-from-behind win for Utah. And a chance to get a win and really salvage the year Instead, just an incredible game that the folks here in Salt Lake City are going to be talking about for a long, long time. Yes, they will.
The officials are checking the clock. They're going to have to get the stage off the field if they put time back on it. It was ruled a safety. That might matter to some.
After review, the ruling of a field of a safety is confirmed. There'll be 2 points awarded to Ole Miss. The ball hit the pylon and there was 1 second remaining on the game clock.
Oh boy.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 second. It'll be a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Stage people are not happy as they have to drive the stage off the field. There's a squibber. Cass Jones is on it. And the 1 second didn't come off the clock. Pete Golding gets the Gatorade bath. Now the time has expired. It's the Golding era of Ole Miss football. They're 2-0. Referee talking to the Ole Miss coaches, who are now not pleased at all, Golding and Joe Judge. And they're going to go back to the monitor. Matt, this is feeling like an excruciating ending to a classic game. Does common sense need to prevail here?
Well, yes, but we do have rules we have to follow. If the ball is recovered legally after it goes 10 yards by a grounded player, then the clock does not run.
Okay.
So as Greg talked about, if you muff it, yes, then the second would run off. But if you don't, if you just fall on it, then there's no timeout.
So that means that Georgia will have an opportunity to go maybe take a shot here, that was a big mistake by Ole Miss. You just got to go slap the ball, hit the ball, and the game's over. Instead, they waited and allowed Georgia to recover it with Cass Jones laying down on the field.
This would be the all-time miracle of miracles. And of course, now, if you're Ole Miss, you're also concerned with a defensive penalty. So there's a chance, and a much better one than a moment ago. Stockton. The Georgia receivers really aren't moving. Very few people are moving. They're going to try to lateral it many times. Cass Jones. Lawson Lucky at the 35. Back for Jones. For Colby Young. They've gone backwards to the 30. Now Lucky at his own 26. Flag thrown. Cass Jones. Up for grabs for Young. He's trying to get rid of it and does. And they take Stockton to the ground to end it. Perkins and Andrew Jones. There is a flag down. It's against Georgia. This one is finally over. And Ole Miss wins 39-34.